on Net 54. It's a rough world out there. New threats are lurking around every corner. Between the booster gangs, famine, societal collapse, radiated groundwater, engineered diseases, and corporate upheaval, sometimes it's tough to make sense of it all. At Dring, we know how you feel. That's why our engineers work round the clock to bring you the very latest designer drugs. Drugs that keep you one step ahead of the boosters so that you can make it home safe and sound to your con-apt after a long day at the office. Drugs like Securacine, a revolutionary all-day prevention against disease, poison, and pain. Doses of Securacine are individually formulated for your specific and unique physiology, so it's side effect free. With Securacine, you'll have access to something money can seldom buy: peace of mind. The peace of mind that comes with knowing the next time you're staring down a booster in a dark alleyway, you'll be the one walking away in one piece. Securacine is available for pre-order now, so ask your Human Resources department if Securacine is right for you and your bodyguards. Remember, there's nothing as luxurious as security, and you deserve it. Securacine. By Dring, the drug people. Though users of this designer drug experience fewer side effects than with other common anti-ablative, side effects may still include dry mouth, blurry vision, sore jaw, temporary confusion, extreme euphoria, spastic colon, and temporary increases in cyber disassociation while the body normalizes the dosage.
Alright, Choombas. Tonight, are you ready to strap in, chip up, and get hard? Because Combat Cab is back. That's right. On Net 54. Yeah! Your favorite kills from Combat Cab Classic. Oh yeah. Everything now upgraded to volumetric viewing. Plus, Combat Cab 37 is all new blood-curdling screams coming soon. Fire, death, bombs, destruction starting on the 7th of August. Ooh. Exclusively on Network 54.
We are live. We're live. This is the show. Hello, welcome to Cyberpunk. That was a very good transition there, Greg. I have got to fix the way that video thing works. And you know what I just noticed that I couldn't see before? Anthony is not in the show, which is a disaster. Good morning, everybody out there in the internet. It's not the morning. How does everyone do? Let's get some music in the background. And welcome to Cyberpunk. I am Greg. Hold on a second. I got to get Ari. Anthony, why are you out of the show? Why are you out of the show? What happened?
Toddler.
Still on baby detail.
Did he turn his microphone off? His camera off?
I think
so. Okay, so his link is working. He just killed his.
Yes.
He just covered his lens. Okay.
This is not a technical issue.
Oh, that's
this
what
is a toddler issue.
It's a toddler issue. That happens.
Yes. I don't think the whole stream needs to hear him singing instead of sleeping.
They do. They do now. I feel like my keylight's a little low. Bring that up.
I mean, if we can get like 150 people to sing him to sleep, maybe that would work.
So, guys,
come on, Chad, get on it.
I'll just do the intros real quick. I'm Greg, the referee in cyberpunk terminology. This is Liz, who plays Cassandra, the tech. Below her, the black screen, is Anthony, who plays Zero, the media. Below that is Ari David playing Mr. Friend. By the way, Ari David has a phenomenal Twitch channel that you should follow at the amazing Ari. To his...
Thank you.
Hold on a second now, I'm thinking about directions here. To his, I guess to your left of him, but his right, actually.
Like Brady Bunch style.
You know what it is, actually? It's to camera left. To camera left, we see... stage left is John playing the Rabbit, a 17, 18-year-old girl solo hyper assassin murder junkie. Mm-hmm. And camera left again, we have Mr. Ari David, voice actor extraordinaire, playing Branton Whiteford. Ari Rubin.
Hi, I'm Ari Rubin.
You switch
I'll be Ari David. I'll be Ari David.
Wait a minute, what happened,
There can only be one Ari Prime.
The last time I saw your camera when we were doing mic check, you were on a Sennheiser 416.
We were playing D&D. I was very specific.
You were on a Sennheiser 416 a little while ago, and now you're on an SMB 7B. What happened? Why did you change?
SM7B. Why? Well, my wife was in the other room having a conversation, and I think we could hear it. I think he was pulling it in. And this one, this is all you hear.
Right.
Nice.
Fantastic. And so, yes, and I was going to say,
Mr. Ari Rubin, you should follow his Twitch. He's on Rubin on Rye, at Rubin on Rye. I'm going to be dropping links in the chat room. And actually, I'll be on the show tomorrow night. He's going to be starting the twitching. He's going to start some Twitchcraft. So I'm about to drop a poll, guys, and we're going to do some housekeeping, new stuff about the game. In the first few minutes here, I'm going to drop this poll. Please vote on this poll. We're looking for a name for this show / crew, both concepts at once. And these are not the only names we're considering. If you have a better name, shoot it at us, although it might disappear. I might not be able to see it. But vote on these. Vote on these for now, because I'm curious what you think. I don't want to allow additional votes. That's fine. Start that poll. You got 10 minutes.
How to Dring. That's good.
How to Dring is not terrible, but Dring is not going to be an ongoing plot point. So we're going to forget about
That's
Dring.
what you say.
So what's going on? Let me catch everybody up at home. Some of you, if you're tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for tuning in for the first time. If you've been here week after week after week, thank you for being here week after week after week.
Yeah, thanks.
Barco, you are seen. This is me seeing you, Barco. Feel seen. Do not expect to be seen again as the chat.
You've been called out.
I'm usually very interactive with the chat. On this, I try to stay focused on the game. I will check in with chat from time to time, guys. So
that was hostile.
Was it hostile? I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll be nicer when I get to the bottom of this.
Although I feel like in this episode we're going to be referencing him a lot, considering we brought this dog home.
That's true.
That's true.
I actually forgot about the dog.
Yeah,
man.
in pieces,
Barco,
but yeah.
Pieces.
You weren't here for this part, but we got a robo dog, and we named it after you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's true. You are a dog in the game now.
I think it was, 1-3 ARK-OV, like 0V or something like that we were going to put on the side of it.
I'll do it.
We'll figure this out. So let me just catch up the people who are just tuning in. This crew was not a crew. They were individuals on a beautiful day in Night City at a day market. Wares were being unloaded from a cargo submarine. The city was being reconstructed after the nuclear bomb that went off some 15 years ago, 25 years ago or something, 23 years ago, whatever it is. The city is being rebuilt. It's just one of those wonderful West Coast days. It's 76 and perfect. And a bomb goes off at this day market. A terrorist attack happens. It is chaos, a nightmare. And these 5 player characters, who I've just introduced you to, happens to be the last people released from questioning by police. They come to find that their status has been switched over to dead in the systems, and that they need to figure out why, because this causes a lot of problems in a smart world. It is, I'm not going to, there should be like chat things that answer all of that, by the way. I'm using Nightbot to answer common questions in the thing, so hopefully that's running. And I'm going to actually just trigger.
Yes, I got to say, Greg, I noticed that you programmed Nightbot to beg for me.
I did do that.
No, it was like, please go follow Ari. Yeah. I'm like, great, saves me. That's awesome.
Did that happen?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, so then the other one is going to go too. I have another one that just explains what this game is and stuff too.
That's cool. I like the one where it begs for me.
It's pretty awesome.
I guess that didn't work. What is it? It's about submit. Yeah. Is it like that? I should just go about. I don't know why that's not working. That should just work.
I don't know. You know what worked before? The thing that plugged my stream, which everybody should go follow.
Yeah, but I saw earlier too. It dropped all the all the different things that we're using.
Okay.
Like Foundry and all that.
I don't know why it's not working. That should work, but it isn't working for some reason. Maybe it's just because it's on a timer and you can't summon it when it's on a timer. Anyway, sorry guys, we got way off topic there. They released, found out that they are all dead. Little investigation, they come into contact with Medusa Jones. Medusa Jones is a fixer. This is a player character class. She was trying to make it appear that her crew was dead. In fact, actually, her crew did die, and she wanted to kind of be able to fly under the radar with her crew to run this job against a very dangerous corporate executive by the name of Oslo Verdina. He was importing 35,000 euro bucks of rare, fresh European truffles straight from the Eurozone. She wanted to boost them and had a buyer for them. She needed a crew to do it. She knew Oslo would take revenge if if word got back, being dead was a plan, part of the plan. She could fix their status if they would help her, and also she'll cut them in for 50%. A great heist for these newbie characters. They pull it off. She fixes the data so that they're all alive again, and their locks and phones and stuff work. But in the process, they find a box, a sarcophagus with, I think at this point it's safe to say, some kind of an AI is inside of this.
It's a very unformed and raw AI. It doesn't know its purpose.
Yeah. And so there's this box, and nobody wants to touch it except for Mr. Friend, who has taken it home and plumbed its depths a little bit and strapped bombs to it to prevent anybody from taking it from him.
Yep. Well, there's a reason. I didn't just do that. I did that because you sicked like Interpol on me.
Well, we're coming to that part of the story. So in addition to that, Medusa had a second job. Oh my God, dented vigor. Thank you. Medusa had a second job. Medusa asked the crew to come on board for a job with Dring. Well, actually, they didn't know it was Dring, but it turned out that it was Dring. An executive was asking that a street drug be removed from the street. Normally, this is impossible. There's a drug called Empire. But because Empire is made and distributed by a single gang, it can be done. They wanted 30 kilograms of the drug. Branton figured that one out. And they needed their ability to manufacture it destroyed. And mostly Cassandra figured that one out. Everybody got shot involved in this, though. It involved placing a lot of bombs and some very successful rolls. The drug empire is off the street. The Bronze, still out there, very dangerous. That's the cyber gang, the booster gang that probably has you all marked for death. There was also a lot of clever stuff about getting the Bronze out of the house by creating a gang war between them and another unsuspecting gang. However, they were double-crossed on that mission. What? Oh.
Sorry, Hammer Spaceman.
Thank you for that, Mr. Friend. Take 10
You're
experience
welcome.
points off your
Always.
character sheet. No.
I know, I'm just gonna do that. It's good.
So, Medusa, they were double-crossed. There was a second set of detonators in the bombs that they were given to blow the place, and apparently the executive who hired them had planned to kill them all to tie up all the loose ends. This really pissed off Medusa Jones, who took everybody to a party at her place where they killed her and took some money from her in the executive zone. And the last session kind of catches us up to that. They spent the last session escaping the executive zone, discovering a sewer society in an abandoned old shopping mall that the executive zone is built on top of, and fighting robot dogs. They captured one robot dog and made it back to Night City late, very late, just in time for a 4 a.m. brunch kind of thing that happens at the Glass House, if anybody was interested. However, Zero received a message from an old friend of his from when he was a kid, Lishan Tachibana. She's a net runner, a hacker from this setting. And she and he had encountered each other recently. She's here in town on a dangerous job, as she only would be. She's a very successful, very potent net runner. And she thinks that, in fact, she does need Branton's help. Or, I'm sorry, Zero's help. But honestly, I kind of don't want to dive into that until he's able to join us. So, does anybody have any upkeep things that they want to discuss about their characters at this point?
So what are the specifics of getting myself healed at the hospital?
That's a great question, actually. So the hospital, I looked this up, right? So do you have any critical injuries at this point? Or do you just have low hit points?
Hold on, let me pull up. I have 11 hit points left. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that does not, if you don't have critical injuries, the hospital can't help you. So when you have a critical injury, there's like additional,
I don't think I took a critical injury. I just took a bunch of damage.
Okay. So what that means is that you just have to heal over time, honestly. There's really nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
You regain your body score in hit points every day that you basically do nothing but rest.
So then my game plan, my upkeep is to go crash at Letty's for as long as she'll let me.
Okay. That's good to know. That's how we'll come into this session.
Yeah.
And then not at your place.
No, my place is already rigged with the bomb, and my roommate's moving out.
Oh, okay. So you just leaving the bomb there?
For now.
Oh.
If there's a bomb on it. If anybody, there's multiple triggers for the switch.
That's true. There's a bunch
How
of.
There's
will you
like
know if it
a
goes off?
bajillion of them. Not a bajillion. There's like 4 or 5.
How will you know?
He'll get a message on his agent.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, a building will blow up.
I made sure it's a very large bomb.
Like an
Hard to
entire
miss.
skyscraper or building will blow up.
Oh, don't get Barkov excited now.
Well, I don't want to blow it up. Barkov wants things to blow up, but this is the one thing I don't want to blow up. This is what's called mutually assured destruction.
Right.
Lots of people want this thing, and I'm stopping them because if anybody touches it or fucks with me, it blows up and takes a building with it. That makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, my character has a sub-average humanity right now. I'm pretty low.
Oh,
and
what about
I am borderline disassociative cyber psychosis nonsense. So Mr. Friend's empathy is a little low these days. And he didn't have much to begin with.
Did we mention the mole people? The people we found underground?
Oh, shit. Yeah,
I did mention
the
it.
Lower management.
Lower management.
Lowerman, yeah. So
The
underneath,
Lowerman.
yeah, it turns out that underneath
The Morlocks.
The Morlocks.
The
yes,
Morlocks.
The Morlocks. It turns out that underneath the executive zone of Night City is an abandoned shopping mall that has been repurposed into a subterranean city that is called Lowerman, as in lower management, which resides beneath upper management. I'm clever. Or mole people. Yeah, some of them, they would probably respond to mole person. They're pretty easygoing folks about that sort of thing.
I mean, Cassandra made a bunch of, like, I don't know, makeshift turrets for them.
That's true.
And helped rig up a PA system to their dolphin.
That is... Wait, what? Hang on
Johnny
now.
Mnemonic, man. I'm going to keep bringing it
Full
back.
on Johnny Mnemonic.
Iced tea.
All right. So, I had this planned a different way. So I'm gonna, since we don't have, I actually had planned on opening with 0, but that's okay. We're gonna move it. I'm gonna rearrange the beats of my game, my show.
I've got an update. He should be able to get back on camera soon.
It's all fine. There's no problem.
I just want to say that the music, not this music exactly, but the music that was playing before, that was like robots having sex with each other, that was so intense. I was like, yeah, arm your apartment with a bomb. Arm it. Explode it all. I was all hopped up on it. So thank you.
Let me ask you a quick
well.
question. Have you not been hearing the show music? Because you're the guy who made me set up show music, and then you never logged into
We've
it.
been listening to this robot
did-
grinding sex song for hours.
Mm-hmm.
I have new computers, new everything.
Fair enough.
Everything's being set up.
Fair enough.
No, I haven't been listening for this because before it was getting all mashed up and I couldn't hear things, but now I can. Everything's golden.
Great.
Stay golden.
Nice.
Well, stay golden, Tony Boy. Yes. Facts. Okay. Well, actually, we're going to switch the tunes up right now. We're going to go with... So, Ari, sorry, Mr. Friend, you are at Letty's apartment?
Yeah, I mean, not the entire time. Like, I may go check my apartment, like, check my mail, but I'm gonna crash at her place, yeah.
Well, you
Gonna
had
hang out
asked
there.
her to come up with dirt on Chastity.
Yes, Agent Chastity Clemenson of
Netwatch.
Of Netwatch.
Correct. And she's got her info.
he is very grateful, and he wants he's eager to hear about it because he needs to get this lady off his back.
She says. So I've been looking into her. She's been with Netwatch for the better part of 14 years now. When she was very young, she was something of a phenom netrunner. She grew up in a family of netrunners. They had her wired up at a very early age and had her practicing on closed loops. And before long, she was 11 years old when she did her first bank heist.
Nice.
Went on like that for a number of years, and before she was caught by the authorities, and in exchange for a very extensive pardon, she's been playing for the other side ever since. As a result, I don't know that there's very much love that I can dig up on her. They seem to have every piece of dirt there is.
This is good. She's dirty. She's like me, just circumstances a little different. This is good. We have common ground. I can reach her now. You know where she lives?
I don't think you have leverage over her. No, I don't know where where she lives. She lives in Holland, actually. But she's staying in a hotel downtown.
Oh, thank you for that. As far as leverage goes, I've got that covered. It's better if you don't know.
Ooh.
Very well.
I gotta hustle work-wise. My roommate's leaving.
Oh,
So,
no.
Yeah.
Because of the bomb.
Yep. That would be the bomb. Yeah.
Have you reconsidered on that at all? The bomb.
I hope it won't be a permanent thing, but right now, it's the only thing keeping me, you, and everyone in a 20-block radius alive.
But not inside of a smaller radius of about half a block, though.
No. But we're not in that half a block. And don't go to that half a block, please. I would really appreciate it if you don't get blown up.
No, you know I'm not particularly fond of how you live anyway.
Yes, I'm working on that. I do admit that I would say housekeeping would be a skill I'm lacking, but I am in the middle of a very big con that could pay off really well.
How do you... Wait, please elaborate.
Well, this AI, it's the hottest thing in the market, but nobody knows how to crack it. Find the guy who cracks it, knows what it is, I can use it or sell it. And as long as I can make sure that it's safe, as from other people taking it or for me getting axed,
I see.
I win.
I see. Okay. Well.
Look, I know.
And
you're not...
how do you want to move? How are you going to sell it, or how do you intend to monetize this?
I'm gonna see which corp is willing to talk instead of shoot after I go talk to Agent Clemenson and get her off my back. And then we'll go from there. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to make contact with it. It wants to know what it is. Someone's kept it locked up for a reason. It's an AI. I've never encountered anything like it. I can't give it up. Well,
I understand.
Imagine you're handed, I don't know, a teleporter, something from the future. you would give that up without trying to find a way to leverage it. You just walk away.
Yeah.
This is Arasaka tech.
You know, I'm always... I err on the side of caution, Dove.
I know, which is why I'm trying to keep you in the dark as much as possible. But just that half block, like my building and around it, just don't go there for a while.
I can't imagine why I would.
Yeah. As long as it's still, cool. Like I come here. End scene.
It'll be fine.
We were just wondering when you guys were going to start flirting with each other.
That we saved that happens in between scenes. I have no problems.
It's
Are my levels
electric.
low? Let's see. Are my levels low? Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. I am just a touch low. I'll push it.
The chemistry you two have.
better.
Greg's
That's better.
hand. We're in different states.
Okay.
If I
State
could be
of
near him, it would
emotion?
be different.
Ooh.
It would
Alright.
be physicality.
Role play that out.
Wait,
will.
I was
Please
fixing
don't.
sound. What am I doing now? What was that? What do I have to do now?
You guys are in the middle of having an
Remember,
epic round of
remember that Burt
rotations back
Reynolds
and forth.
picture on the bear skin rug?
I'm picturing more like George Costanza.
Right? That's me. Anyways,
Anthony, the little feller is asleeping. Anthony?
Is that code?
I think you might be mute.
You're
Are you
mute.
trying not to wake him up?
I'm
Is
still,
that it?
No.
Oh.
I was muted. He insisted on singing the ABCs for a while, and
All right.
then he was quiet, and then he started singing the ABCs again. And then,
Fake rap.
he finally zonked out. But like he had like his arm like sprawled across my neck, so I had to kind of like Indiana Jones out of there.
The death clutch. Yeah.
So let's say that I want to flash back. Ari, we're going to put a pin in the conversation you just had with Letty.
okay.
That happens at some time. I don't know exactly when that falls in our timeline, right? Because I have to figure
It
out.
is during my recuperation.
Yes, but we're going to figure out exactly when. Because if you recall where we left off on the last session on our way back from, if you'll excuse me, on our way back from the executive zone, you got a message on your agent. Your agent received a message from Lashawn Tachabana that she could, in fact, use your help with the situation that she's dealing with. How quickly would you be willing to meet with her to discuss that?
Immediately and with reckless abandon.
Oh, okay. Well, she thinks that you should bring your crew because it's kind of a bigger ask.
All right.
And then, so let's go back in time now to the car, the cruising limousine, that Medusa boosted from the executive zone. This 6-wheeled white Rolls-Royce cybered up looking thing that she's now driving. She's up front.
Is there a bar inside?
There
Like
is a
mini
small,
bar?
yeah. There's a mini bar. It's very
Mr. Friend.
limo-like in the back, and she's up front.
Mr.
She
Friend's
found
wiping the blood off and pouring a drink.
Medusa is up front driving. She found a chauffeur's cap that she took off of somebody. There might be some person's body curled up under the, on the floor of the passenger seat.
Very cheap.
Zero gets this message. You guys are cruising through the tunnel back into downtown Night City. Take it from here, Zero. How do you convince them to go meet with LaShawn immediately?
Hey guys. I just got a note on my agent. It is a very I've never seen a note like this before. I can show you.
No.
I showed. Wait, did the encrypted message did it like self-destruct or like how?
Kind of. It was brief. Yeah, it was like your phone looked like it had a glitch, and then it just said "file not readable," and then it suddenly flashed red and like broke for a second, and then it came through. It was a message from her.
Yeah, and I basically tell them that I've never seen my agent behave that way before. She needs my help. She needs our help actually. And this is someone I've got a long history with, and it's legit. I don't know too many more details though.
Wait, who is? This is when the rabbit just like flops back into the chair and it's like, "Oh, Zero, can we at least go home and get changed? Because I cannot wear this itchy thing any longer." As she like starts scratching the sequence like off of her dress around her arms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys smell pretty bad too.
Yeah, and Mr. Friend is still bleeding a lot too. So, how dire is this ask?
Look, Zero, I get it. She's your main line or whatever, but my brains are coming out of my fucking eyes, so I can't do shit, man.
All right. I kind of forgot that we just did that.
I can see because
you must
didn't
be really
sleep
smitten.
with me.
Well, I mean, I also, this kind of just like, racked my brain. It was the last thing I was expecting, I
think it must be
realized
hard.
that you guys are bleeding a lot more than I am. I may not be bleeding much at all. So. Look, I'm gonna try to be really sensitive to your level of injuries in the future, and I apologize for not taking that into consideration.
Okay, so my question next, Zero. Now that the HR talk's over, does this need to be settled right now, or do you just have a hard on?
Oh, gross.
¿Por qué no la dos?
Well. Fair,
Whoa.
but
What? I'm sorry.
Porque
What?
no
he said,
la
why
dos?
can't it be both?
Oh.
But anyway, all right. So
Ooh
let's
la la.
guys, let's all right. Let's sleep on it. All right, can we do that?
I'm gonna sleep for a few days on it, okay? And then after a few days of sleep, I will be willing to help you
All right.
do something that will most likely make me need to go lie down again.
Yeah, Zero.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like if this is something that you need to take care of right away, I mean, I'll be more than willing to come, help you out with this, but I would like to handle this, unless we're going to another party, or an actual party this time.
I don't think it's gonna be a party.
That sucks. Just really want to go to a party now. All right, well, let's go home and at least get some rest, and then we can figure out when you need to leave.
Make
right,
sure
take
I
care of
get
this.
paid. Whatever this is, pay.
Oh,
Wait, are we
yeah.
getting paid for this? Wait, were we supposed to get paid for this?
I am.
What do you mean you are?
You
I
do
thought we
whatever
were-
you want. You're your own person, right? Charge for your services if you feel like it, or don't.
Although I do feel like we just killed all those security guards and we stole this dog, and we just did that to save our lives, right? Or are we supposed to get paid for something here?
No, this was revenge. We didn't know it was revenge. Most of us thought it was a party. I was vaguely aware it was going to be revenge, but it was revenge. You remember when Medusa? You were with me. So he got that lady got her neck snapped, and she was the one who jury rigged our explosives back when we were doing the Empire job.
Mm-hmm.
So this was all payback. This was getting even.
Well,
I mean,
yes.
we
There
did
was
also actually get
there was a
paid.
deficit in violence. More had been done to us, and now we committed enough that
So
it's
what?
even.
So what you're saying is this is like some sort of vicious circle, and we should rethink our life choices. Is that
No,
what you're
Rabbit.
saying, Grandpa?
Oh,
Rabbit, I'm
boy.
saying you should charge more
Okay.
because you're pretty tough.
We did take some of her money. I just want to clarify. Everybody else is aware, right?
Yeah,
Stealing?
We took some of her. Whoa! It's not stealing.
Well, stealing isn't getting paid. This is what I'm saying. Stealing is one thing. But if we were
She
supposed to
owed
get
us.
paid too.
She owed us for trying to murder us. So we got
penalty.
money
It's a penalty.
and also murdered.
Yes.
It balances out. I'm saying it balances out.
We are horrible
Overall.
people.
Overall, look. We
Medusa
also got
leans
this
over,
dog.
very interested. She just says, "So, what price do you put on your own personal murder?"
Yeah, just out of curiosity, Cass, how much would it go to kill you? Not that I want to, but like, let's say I needed to have the cash on hand.
In pennies, right?
Sure, whatever, kid.
Well, listen, I feel like we're all kind of in agreement, so we should
Maybe
at least go
5
back.
years older than her, out of character. Mr. Friend's in his early 20s.
All right. Am I
When
able
you're in
to?
your early 20s, 17-year-olds are like that's
they're little
that's a
kids.
baby.
That's how I'm treating her.
It's true.
I remember. I was
Once you-
all of those ages.
Once
now,
you
of
cross
course-
21, once you hit 21, everyone
Yeah.
but like 20 and under is like, well, if you don't go to a bar, what do you do?
Right.
Yeah, how
That's
are you
true.
cool without the
Right.
social lubricant?
And now I genuinely cannot tell 12-year-olds and 18-year-olds apart. They just look identical to me. I have no ability to distinguish. It's weird.
It's the hormones they put in that
That's
milk,
probably
man.
for the best, man.
Am I able to respond to this message?
Yeah, of course. She has an open line of communication to you now.
Okay. So I explained that that I am ready, but my posse. Guys, are we a posse? We're
No.
A crew.
All right.
It's
all right,
okay.
Crew.
Nobody uses that term anymore, but it's okay. You're
My
just
chumba
you're
is
just showing
Cowboy
your
hat.
age.
Did someone put a cowboy hat on me? No,
My chumba,
I don't have a cowboy hat, so we're not in
Although-
a fucking posse.
Yeah, but you could totally pull off a cowboy hat.
I could if I wanted to. You're right.
I think you should go that route.
Look, my head hurts, and you're filling me with bad ideas.
This is the perfect
whatever we
time.
call ourselves, like we just got like, or some of us got our asses handed to us, and they need to sleep it off. So we can meet you in a few days.
She says that's
Posse out.
All right.
She
Outlaw country.
suggests a bar. Actually, she suggests the Glass House. Actually, if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, I remember this part. You said we were going back to the place that we robbed.
That's what. What's her name? Yeah, LaShawn suggests the Glass House for a meet, and she sends your agent a time and a time and a date.
Yeah,
All right.
we'd been there before.
Yeah, we caused a bloodbath in there last time, and we had to black out the block and escape. You remember that part?
Was the Glass House a place where that one guy was going haywire?
Yeah.
Trey, good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Till he snapped. But, fine line. Right?
Okay, so is that agreeable to that time and place?
Fuck it, let's go.
Okay.
Few days.
All right, so I'm gonna say you guys each get 3 days of downtime, which
Oh,
you will
that's
probably
nice.
spend doing nothing but healing.
Recuperate, yeah.
And that's a full healing, right?
3 days,
Well,
so
it's your body
you
each
regain your
day.
body score in hit points per day,
It's your body. What's my body?
and that brings us to Wednesday, August 15th, 2045. Yes, we are running an actual calendar because the players have to pay rent every month.
So lame.
To those of you who are in chat right now, has the Nightbot announced anything about what we're doing? Because I feel like it probably should have by now. Every 15 minutes it's supposed to do a thing, and I haven't seen it do a thing. So, I don't know.
I saw people yelling at Nightbot before.
I saw that too. I saw that too.
I'm still a little fucked up, but I'm better.
Also, by the way, for those of you who are asking, High Tech Lowlife won the poll.
That was
and that's
my
not
pick.
bad.
There it is.
By about a ratio of 2 to 1. It beat
Nice.
the next best was Night City Blues, but it has
Both
like
of those.
half as many votes.
Well, cool. High tech,
Yeah.
low life then?
High tech, low life.
Well, since Nightbot hasn't said a word, and since we're kind of at a second here of, any of you have any downtime activities you want to perform other than taking it easy?
I'm going to
no.
work.
You're going to a job?
Yeah.
Have you been reduced by any hit points?
Any hit points? My health pool? Yeah.
Yeah. What's your health?
I'm 25 out of 40.
So you won't heal if you go to work unless you
Oh.
really just don't
Yeah,
work.
are you
No.
like Ed Norton in Fight
Then
Club?
I'm not
just
going
showing
to.
up all fucked up?
Yeah.
I'll go
you
to
can,
one day of work.
You can go and just like close the door to your office and like hide.
I'd like to do that. I'm going to pull a George Costanza and go under my desk and take
Man,
a
two
snooze.
Costanza references in this game. We're on a roll.
You have like a little pillow and everything under there.
Oh, yeah.
A little nap
alarm
spot?
clock.
I
Alarm
would
clock.
like to go to there.
I have a question, Greg. Quick
Yeah.
question. You said body points of per day. Would that be
Your
where
score,
would-
man. Like the number next
So,
to body.
Branton, you have a body score of your body score, as I'm trying to get to it right now, is 5. So you regain 5 hit points per day.
Got it. Okay, 15.
Health
Cool.
points.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why Nightbot's
Oh wow.
not working.
So my
Oh, there it
body,
is. It's
my
fine.
body's 7. I'm fairly tough.
It looks like Nightbot tried to do something but got an error on it before.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. Chaos is the only natural order of the
Amen.
universe.
Where is it?
The
The alias,
chaos magic.
the alias you set
chaos
this command
magic.
to be of
What?
credits does not exist. That's what Nightbot said earlier.
Huh.
So I'm guessing something.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not. The timers
About?
are not working. It's a shame. I really want this one to run too. I'm gonna have to like manually copy and paste it. Commands.
Yeah. Mr. Friend. I say GIF.
Well, who would say the other way? It's not a peanut butter.
I mean, oh yeah, okay, I'll stretch. Was it everybody? Is this turning into my OnlyFans now? What's happening?
Yeah,
Sorry.
can I just say your OnlyFans Ari, the amazing Ari on OnlyFans is shockingly interesting. I didn't know you could do those.
I talk
things.
about Dune a lot. It's just Dune and neck rubs.
neck rubs, your feet, lots of your feet.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
No.
credits and about are now
Not
working
into
as
that.
commands.
Nope.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Don't.
We have been live. No, we can do this scene. Okay. So you guys are going to meet at the Glass House.
What are we gonna do? Downtime.
Can I say that downtime, I'm going to spend 2 days healing and 1 day putting the dog robot back together.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I want to help you do that. 100%. Yeah.
I feel like it might be an all-day project. I don't know if I have time to add the grenade launcher or not, but I want to at least have this dog in dog form.
Please play that conversation under the guise of I want to help you do that. Ooh, it's gonna take all day. I don't know.
No, I'll be good. I promise. I'll give you tools and stuff like that. I'll be. I have hands. You could use them, right? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna have opinions about what it looks like, though, aren't you? Like,
No, me? No, it's okay. I
Like-
mean, you do your thing. I mean, just I wouldn't recommend, like a drab paint scheme or something. I mean, you might want to throw a little flair in there. So if you need a little assistance with that, because I got style. What can I say?
all right. I'll let you help out, but I gotta say, it's gonna look like a robot, not like a dog.
Well, yeah, it's a robot
Okay,
dog, right?
okay,
So are we talking half
so it's
and
not
half?
fluffy. I'm just saying we're not
No.
adding like okay.
Yeah.
However, if you want it to be like rainbow sparkles, that could work. Or like
This is a combat killing machine, and I expect it to look the part. Cassandra, you understand?
so color changing outside.
Yes. Yes.
Also, the grenade launcher, should it spit the grenades out or should it pop out of its back?
No, I think it should.
No,
100%.
no. It needs to bark them.
Just vomiting out grenades.
Yeah, bark.
Listen,
Just like
if
that.
we're gonna get into like the blueprints, if we're gonna just kind of rough draft this thing, I mean, obviously the mouth area would be a good spot to put some sort of projectile. It opens up space on the back to put other things that we might want to add to it. So, we got to be wise with the space that we have.
All right. I'll be open minded about this. It sounds like you might have a vision.
Can we? Yes. And I feel like the whole time it's just the rabbit just asking you to play with power tools and like messing around with like your workbench and stuff, like not really knowing what she's doing.
Also, my colleague is. We're just gonna make sure he's just not in the area.
Why no one around?
It's getting
Wait a
crowded in here.
Is this the same guy that like we bought?
Is not allowed in a few states. Yes.
Not allowed in a few states.
Oh,
I watched that guy very, very closely because I originally planned on killing him, and
This
still
is why.
did.
This is why I don't want you in the same room.
Your coworker.
Right? Because he's a
Wait a
pedophile.
minute.
No?
You think I am pedophile? I am not pedophile.
Wait, I never said that out loud. I would never say that out loud. No chance.
I was very drunk. I was taking I was having a piss out on a train track in a school zone. And they busted me for exposing myself. And then there are 7 states with reciprocity. And so I have 7 states I have to file. This is not one of them.
Still watching you.
That actually happened to a real person I know, by the way.
Really?
That's where that came from. Yes. I think it's somebody you know too, but I won't say their name on stream.
Yeah.
His name's Mike. No, I don't know. I really hope it wasn't accidentally Mike. I'm sorry, Mike.
No, it's okay.
No one would ever possibly guess who this person is.
We're cool. We are cool.
Okay, so
I'm cool.
We're not cool. So yeah, I mean, the whole time that she's, Cassandra is rebuilding the dog, I think the rabbit is more or less just like hanging out, more bored than anything, thinking this was going to be a lot more fun than it actually was. And like just
Tried to warn you.
just playing with like random power tools and like trying not to break stuff.
So Cassandra, I'm gonna need a roll. It is
Yep.
It's fabrication tech. So you got a 2 plus cyber tech. It's a cyber tech. It's a cyber dog. It's cyber tech.
Right.
And it's a DV of 14.
Okay, so it's roll. So I get a +2 for fabrication.
You get to make an item. You roll tech plus the tech skill that the item is repaired with, plus your rank in that specialty.
Okay, so my rank is, I believe,
2 in fabrication.
Yes.
And then you roll your tech. Basically, it's what it really is it's a cyber tech +2 is what it is.
Okay. So my cyber tech is
just
a
worded.
6.
Yeah, it's just worded in a really weird way.
Okay, so I'll roll 1d10. +6 +2. 12. Oh, okay. So this dog's not finished. We were a little
So-
ambitious. I was probably very distracted by Rabbit.
Yeah. That sounds
playing
about
with,
right.
with the tools.
Just be like, oh, get this girl out of here.
So halfway through, you were building it, you realized that some of the parts were broken in transportation and that you need to acquire new parts to finish this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually-
Sorry, Rabbit. But I'm not going to bore you with the details. But it looks like this dog's a little damaged. Not going to finish it tonight. I'm going to have to go shopping. But as soon as it's time to decorate, I will let you know.
Why do you say it like that? Decorate. I mean,
Look,
this is
look.
again. This is a killing machine. Decorate. I mean, we have to arm it, right?
Arm it, but
then just-
look, it's okay to have fun too.
Well, I mean, obviously, look who you're talking to. I mean, yeah. I mean, we gotta go pick out. If we're going shopping, we can at least, pick out some paints too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, Daddy's whiskey is empty. Can we take a 5?
Take a 5.
Yeah.
Man, can't have empty whiskey.
We're going to take a bio break, guys, because you don't buy it, you rent it. And when we come back, we're going to pick up... What?
What? I'm sorry. I'm not
You don't know that
connecting.
expression?
No.
You ever been drinking with an old guy who stands up from the bar and goes, you don't buy beer, you rent it, and then heads to the bathroom?
All right, I get it. Okay.
So, I don't know that expression. That's classic, right? I know a lot of dirty old man expressions. So,
On that note,
we'll all be right back in 5 minutes. Please enjoy. I don't know what you want. You just keep talking about blue crystal meth.
It's a mixed drink he made that he PM'd me the ingredients for. Do you have peach schnapps? Involves peach schnapps.
I mean, yeah, I have that. I have all this stuff. Guys, we'll be right back.
You do. Yeah,
Please
you're the
stand
liquor
by
guy, but
and enjoy this message from
Bat
Twitch's
wings
corporate sponsors. We're back. Those 5 minutes are always longer than I want them to be. I'm so sorry about that. You know what it is? The battery that I've been using to power this collar, this battery doesn't work anymore. It just craps out. It won't take a charge or something. I don't know what's wrong with it, but so I had to plug myself into the wall. So, chat, if you see me on fire, let me know. We're going to go meet with... you guys are going to go and meet with... what did I just type? That doesn't matter. You're going to go and meet with LaShawn Tachibana. And you're going to meet at the Glass House. The Glass House is it's built in it's a freestanding building in downtown Night City, kind of on the edge of the old executive zone. That might be a little bit hot in my ears. And you guys are familiar with this place. This is where a pretty epic gun battle occurred the last time you were here. A booster ganger from the Firehawks kind of slipped over the edge there and went cyber psycho. And in addition to that, that was good for you since you were in the process of hacking their system, unlocking their doors, and breaking into the owner, Vengeance Wonderly, his warehouse down underneath the club to steal a car full of goodies. You meet, so you're familiar with this place, right? You come up the stairs. There's a platform outside off this, you're off a side street. There's a stairwell that comes up to a platform where there's some chairs outside, and you wind in through a coat and weapons check. They ask you to check your weapons.
Hey, Greg. Before we get there, I just want to put this in-game canon that I spent 2 of my downtime days just resting up, and the third one, I went to go get some fashion wear installed, because I may be like hype myself up a little too much. So I do.
What are we talking about? What's your jam? What are you looking like?
Well, I got the tech hair installed. So that just is kind of like my hair is now many colors, right? And like I can also kind of extend or like retract it as the situation
really?
calls for.
That's
yeah.
It's
But that's what it says in the book. And I also got some chem skin. So I I'm also light blue.
So
Is there
Mr. Friend
humanity?
just nods.
Is there a humanity cost of
Glowing
that?
smiley faces
There's
for
not.
eyes.
Wow. All right.
Like,
You're light
who am
blue
I to
with-
judge?
You have alien skin and crazy hair. All right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome to the
Oh
club.
man. Yeah, Rabbit totally walks up to you and starts like poking you in the face and be like, "Oh my
I got a
god,
robot arm.
you must really like this girl." Like, do you
What are you
guys
talking
see this?
about?
Look at him. He's
was gonna
all
do this
decked out.
anyway.
He's like, "Ooh,
I put a
he's so cute."
hand on Zero's shoulder, and I'm like, man, that has to be the worst case of blue balls I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
And then he chuckles to
Actually,
himself
you wanna
like
see
it's
what I did
way
with those?
funnier than it is.
Low hanging fruit, Mr. Friend. You can do better than that.
I wasn't trying, man. I'm still kind of like hungover from my brain melting.
You look good. You look good, Zero. I think it's a big step up from whatever you had going on before. Not that you looked bad before, but
It's like his story,
Yeah.
you know? It reminds me of the Smurfs. You ever hear of them?
the Smurfs?
The Smurfs.
Smurfs. Is this like
It's some pre-read entertainment vid. It was a piece of shit. But they were blue.
So Medusa's with you. Dig the new look, Zero. Let's go. You guys you guys go back and meet with LaShawn Tachibana. So in a booth in the back, kind of in a private section, actually, Ven just has a curtain for booths like this for meetings. You know, they can be sealed off. You guys go into a little circular booth where the music isn't so loud. People are just dancing a few feet away. There's votive candles, lights on the electronic versions on the table. It's dimly lit. It's circular seating kind of arrangement and table with a curtain. Okay. When you guys slide in, excuse me, LaShawn, two of her security guards, and Duncan Bouchard, Duncan Scratch Bouchard, the solo, are all already there. Her bodyguards, by the way, I want to express what they're wearing. They're wearing very long, black, like either leather or rubber trench coats with high collars that like cover the lower half of their face. Like these guys are not at all trying to fit in. They have shaved heads, mirror shades. Like they are stereotypical looking, like cyber vampire types. And you can't tell them apart. They look almost identical, and they are essentially emotionless. They just sit there, unflinching.
just out of
completely
character. I really cannot believe that none of us asked who this lady was. We just saw like, yeah, let's go meet Zero's girlfriend.
Do that in character. I just sit down saying, Zero, I can't believe none of us asked you who the hell this person is.
Yeah, the
I
rabbit.
just asked if I was getting paid. I said, make sure I get paid.
I'm
That
just
was
gonna-
all I said.
That
just
that,
gonna-
that was all you said. Yeah, we'll have to bring that up.
I'm just gonna lean over and
We will.
whisper to Zero and be like, who is this lady, by the way?
Oh, she's the greatest net runner that I've ever met in my life. Present
Is
company
she-
excluded.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
not.
Nope,
I'm not sure.
nope, that's cool.
I've never
how do
seen
you-
I've never seen her bleed out of her ears.
How do you go? Ooh,
fair.
that was a low blow, man. That was a low blow. How do you know her, by the way?
Well, it's a long story.
Come on, let's go get this guy a sad hand job. And he
As you-
slaps Zero on the back and he walks forward.
God, that's so gross, man.
As you guys slide in,
Wait,
Nobody-
sorry, I just want to. Can we hear
Nobody-
that? Can we hear the long story, but a shortened version of it?
All right, so we had a thing like a while back, and then
Got it.
Right,
Dang.
sad hand job. Let's go.
Well, I mean, look, you weren't there, and that's not how I remember it.
Wow, dude.
But she wound up working for a Yakuza crew in I think it was, I want to say it was Singapore. Yeah, it was a Yakuza crew while we were both in Singapore, and
it's just nodding along like tracks.
a job went bad, and they when she jacked in for the next job, they flooded her with nanites, and she's kind of like Oh
shit.
Not necessarily free because like they control the stuff that like keeps these things from like dissolving her memory. So she's in a tough spot, to put it lightly.
How romantic. Branton puts his arm around you and says, it's definitely a love story for the ages. Rolls his eyes.
All right, so does anybody else need him to go into more detail? Because I don't.
All right,
Not at all.
Let's do this.
No.
Yeah.
Right, so
Okay,
I get
Zero,
paid
it'll
for
be okay.
whatever bullshit we're about to get into because it's going to involve robot dogs and exploding zebras. I don't fucking know. I don't know anymore. I get attacked by crows. Do you get attacked by crows? No.
No, you get attacked by video game crows. It's a little different. Maybe. I don't really know what you do in there, but I'm glad you're here, friend. And then she just goes to put up a high five.
He returns it, but like
All right, we're good. Let's do this.
sluggishly.
Yay.
So as you guys slide into the booth, LaShawn is there, Duncan Bouchard, and I'll describe them in a minute, and these two guards. They are, as I said, wearing basically Navigator Guild's coats from Dune.
Yes. The Lynch version, so they're in like trash bags.
Yes, yes. They're wearing floor-length trash bag
You're speaking
coats.
to an audience of one right now.
Yeah,
You wrote this for me.
It does an audience of 5 or 6. I don't know.
I don't know how many people remember the costume design of David Lynch's Dune down to the character faction, but okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And they are unflinching and unmoving, and you can't see their hands. LaShawn has her hands on the table. She's wearing, a nice-looking dress. She has a light jacket on. Her hair is up. She has, refined-looking features, but her skin under her eyes, her skin tone is like bleeding to red a little slightly, and at the extremities, if anybody really pays any attention, there's a slight discoloration around her fingernails as well. And then there's Duncan Bouchard. Duncan Bouchard is the parts of him that you can make out as being definitively biological are quite slender, and he's an old man. He's in his 60s or 70s, gaunt, sallow look, a small wisp of white hair at the top of his head, but the back of his neck is entirely, like, from his chin down, is just black piles of metal that are all interlocking. And then his left arm is still meat, but like his torso from here across and his right arm with it are all some kind of cybernetic infrastructure. He's wearing a shirt. He's wearing actually a jacket, but his arm, the sleeve is removed to fit the cyber arm. The other side, he doesn't care what he looks like, is what I'm getting at, and also he is scary. That is what I'm trying to convey here. He has lots and lots of scary metal parts all around him, and a very faraway look in his eyes, and he just keeps his lips kind of pursed. LaShawn waves you in. I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah. Me too.
This is cute. This is really cute. I can see there's a thing between you two.
What can we do for you? How can we help you?
So, you guys are a crew, right?
Yeah.
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 I'm here on a job.
Posse.
I explained.
No.
As I told you, Zero, recently, I'm here on a job. It's a big job. It's a big job. There are some files in a villa on the north side of town that I need to get access to for my client.
Is there a bar in this place? Out of character?
Yes.
Like, just
it's
looking around?
It's a nightclub. It's a bar. There are
Yeah,
probably
I know.
100
All right,
people
explain
here.
it. Okay. Is it close to this booth, or is it very far?
No, but there's a button under the table that you can press to light up a light
Cool.
outside. A
Then
server will show up.
No one has sat down yet, right? I slide into the booth across from them and I order a drink, and I just get comfortable.
Yeah, but that's I mean, you're you're real good at this stuff. I mean, why do you need us?
Someone
Yeah,
explain.
you said you're the best net runner ever.
I mean,
Best.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm looking something up very quickly. I apologize. I just want to make sure I get the name of this one thing correct.
No, this is good. I'm talking to the bartender. I'm like, this is good. Bourbon, neat. Keep it coming.
I think I'm gonna step back a little bit and get next to Cassandra and just start talking about the dude that's just decked out in black metal.
Yeah, I'm taking a good look at
Taking a
at all the
good look. Yeah.
at all the cyberware, and
Let's get into Cassandra's love life now. Again, I
tech.
make Aunt and Liz uncomfortable. And Greg angry.
No.
I am drinking bourbon.
well,
super
Zeke,
strong.
So wait,
in
what are you
there.
doing? I'm sorry. What are you up to regarding Bouchard? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think that her and I more or less like I was just gonna step back and kind of like, yo, did you check this guy out? Like, look at that cyber arm. It's just crazy as hell. You know, just like that kind of talk.
yeah, and I'm getting a sense of what he's got
Right.
visible, and he's not really trying to hide it. So, I'm trying to get a sense of what's defense and what's offense and what's what.
Okay,
I'm
that's what it is.
I'm interested in the technical of what this guy's got.
He doesn't really seem to acknowledge that you're staring at him.
I'll be subtle.
There are nuts on the table that he occasionally eats, like some mixed nuts. So back to LaShawn. She says there's an estate in New Westbrook, north of the center city. There's a system in that estate that I need to access and copy a file and ideally destroy the original from. That estate is a very secure architecture. I know because we have a clone of it. We built a clone of the net architecture in a warehouse. We acquired the builder of the original and had them build us a clone. There is a password, a gate that I cannot bypass because it is looking for biometric data that is stored in an additional file in a second estate, a summer home, a vacation estate that is in geosynchronous orbit above the estate in New Westbrook. There's a
Yeah,
laser
can you
link
make this a
connection.
triple?
There's a laser link connection when a runner or anyone tries to access the system here on the bottom of the well. It reaches up to home, asks for verification, and if it does not find your biometrics on the system there in orbit, you cannot bypass. I have been trying now for a few weeks to find a back door that would not involve a second crew. But at this point, I feel like our only way in is to have another runner make a run in orbit and add my biometrics to the page file there.
I look over at Mr. Friend.
So I'm out of character. I'm not gonna do it, but he downs that triple shot that he just ordered.
That's fine.
He glares. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell because he's wearing mirror shades, but his smiley faces glow through.
I look at the bartender
I'm
and
not
I
at
say,
full strength right now,
Him?
but
"Get him another one."
thank you. I kind of had a rough run a few nights ago. Still recovering.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna let that take you down and out now, are we, Mr. Friend? Because we all know that you're the
ups
best.
my price.
We just
That's
know you're
all.
I mean, obviously she's asking you obviously she's asking you because you're the best net runner there is.
I mean,
right? I mean, we can all agree on
up my price
this.
because there's pay for this. And yes, I'm a damn good net runner.
I'm sure we can get you paid.
Well,
All right,
see,
fucking
I'm
throw
asking
me
a
into
friend.
space.
I'm asking a
God.
friend for a favor.
Yeah, I'm getting hired for a job and getting thrown in outer space where I'm standing.
I gotta say, look at I'll do whatever I can for you, but I'm not a net runner.
And I'm saying
No.
I'll do it, but pay me.
We can discuss a price.
So what's
And
All right.
Medusa agrees as well.
Sounds
Medusa's
good.
like, oh, we can discuss a price.
Thank you,
And
Medusa.
just out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking, what are the rest of us doing here?
Well, someone's going to have to get him into the system, physically, to it. I would not expect it to be unguarded.
And now, see, when you say unguarded, are we talking like, your traditional little security guard here and there? Or are we talking about like fully decked out militaristic gang? Like, what are we? Give me a scale of 1 to 10 here. What are we looking at?
The estate in New Westbrook is the personal residence of Michiko Sanderson, nay Michiko Arasaka, the CEO of Danger Girl.
Arasaka.
Wait, I know that name.
Yeah, you should.
Greg? Michiko Sanderson.
Michiko Sanderson.
Of the Arasaka.
She's
though.
as out of character. She's actually very, very famous as the CEO of Danger Girl, which is a private detective firm, kind of like the Pinkertons. They solve problems for rich and famous people. Their motto is "Little detective, big gun. Bad guys never see us coming." Rabbit is probably a huge fan. Michiko is a very famous celebrity, kind of bubbly anime-esque personality who runs around with giant machine guns, spraying bad guys, as she likes to put it.
Listen, the rabbit knows this very well. Yes, it's more the Arasaka
She
coming
is
back.
the daughter of. She is the daughter of. I'm sorry, stand by. Who is she the daughter of?
Ernest Borgnine.
No. She's Kay. She's Kay Arasaka's daughter. Kay Arasaka
Okay,
was
so
running
she
the company.
is an Arasaka. All
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. She is the sole vestige of the Arasaka Corporation here in the in what would be formerly
And
the
so
United States.
to get into space, we have to break into her place.
I'm gonna say, whoa, this is high profile.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
So
I'm
there's a
interested.
second, and what she explains to you is, and so they have a second property in orbit, an estate, and that is where the page file that I need to have my biometrics added to is in order to access this file.
So you need me to get to a node in their LEO estate, basically.
Correct. Yes.
All right. I've never worked in 0G before, but this should be fun.
Greg, does anybody have any independent relations to like a space company, space mining, space?
Any of us?
Yeah, do we have any of that?
No.
Like, I guess I would be as close as it would get.
You are it, man. Is there an aeronautics
Are you
division
thinking
of
about a
your
cover?
company? Yeah.
No, just like connections within to you know.
So, by and
Leverage.
large, since the end of the war, since the Fourth Corporate War ended, space, also known as the High Riders in local street slang, is the domain of the Pan-African Alliance. There were a lot of other national interests up there. a Pan-African Union of nations formed and kind of took space, and they bombarded the living hell out of Earth via mass drivers based on the moon that just dropped rocks all over the place. Actually, that is actually why it's the time of the Red. It has very little to do with the nuke, the small, tiny miniature nuke that went off in Night City. That's not why the sunsets are so crazy. It's because they bombarded the planet with asteroids for a while. To kind of warn them to stay the fuck down there. We don't want none. And so, as far as corporations, there are definitely corporations in space, and corporations all have interests in space. You can check your Rolodex. I mean, you definitely, it is not without question that you would have some kind of a contact to something space-based. What ends are you asking this question?
Just for leverage in, when we deal with people and trying to get more information. That's all.
Yeah, you're thinking about a cover or something like that to kind of move undetected. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Okay, so that's an interesting thought.
If we get fingered on this, we're done.
Stuck on that, huh?
I got news for you, Zero. You'll be dead way before it makes it to the press. Now, question is, what's your time frame here? When are we doing this? Are you springing this on us now, or do we have any prep?
Well, actually, I think we have some flexibility. We're in a bind, and when you guys are ready, within reason, I think we can make this work.
All right.
I don't want to kid you, though. What I'm asking you for is a lot. You should bring everything you have to bear against this architecture, and be prepared for the run of your life.
I think we know what that means, friends, don't you?
I need 3 days.
We need a montage. We need a montage scene.
I think you need your
Big
box.
bank account. Again, you talk to
Medusa
the lady
taps you
with
on the shoulder
hair.
and says, let's talk price. Where are we at, Mr. Friend? What are you thinking that kind of a job is worth? I don't know. I'm not in your line. Where are you at, everybody?
I say a job like that, $10K a person.
The rabbit is just gonna turn and look at Zero and just say, is this worth it?
I mean, it's got to be. We got a lot to figure out. We got to figure out if we can even do it.
So
No, I'm not talking about we. You. Because I feel like you bear a lot of responsibility because this is your gig.
I just gotta know, if we pull this job off, is he gonna get some?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, no. Mr. Friend does that right now.
LaShawn
Empathy 22.
furrows her brow, and
he painted his skin blue for you.
There's a brief moment where you realize that her entire personality that she's been presenting you to might be a very carefully constructed ruse.
Nice.
And then it's gone. And then it's back. It's back. She's totally normal. But there's a brief moment where you think you might be speaking to Satan.
Understood, but it's good to know who you're talking to. Okay, we'll change the topic. You know how to pick them. That's all I'm saying, man.
I'm gonna ask LaShawn if we could have a word apart from everyone else.
Yeah, I think
Oh
so.
man, are we gonna have a huddle? Zero.
She gets up to
Putting a good
go.
word for me, brother.
She gets up to follow you out with her two trench-coated bodyguards. They follow her. That's alone.
Yeah, like I said, put in the good word for me. And you're welcome for going into space.
The
so
other
you
four
can
of you
get
are
laid.
are alone at a table with Bouchard, with Duncan Scratch Bouchard, who occasionally eats nuts and stares straight through you out into a void without ever moving.
Yeah, I sat next to Trey. This is nothing. I'm Mr. Friends ordering drinks and making nonchalant observations like, I wonder if Zero's gonna die.
You mean like right now?
Like right now, before he even gets back to us. And there's no way she's sleeping with him.
Bouchard doesn't move his lips, but a very detached and like a synthesized voice, like from an old computer, like an old voice synthesizer, just
like
says
Stephen Hawking.
Like Stephen Hawking just announces, "Everybody dies."
That is true.
Yay.
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious? Do you think Zero's in trouble right now?
Box you have is that pre-Fourth War?
Don't like talking. Never
Got it.
upgraded.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Friend,
do you
please
need
stop
a
making me do
notepad?
that.
So
He needs a drink. Somebody get him a drink, bartender.
I could use another drink. Can I get another drink? So Zero said we had to do a job, and now I'm going into space.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like fun.
And your mother said
Yeah.
you never amount to anything.
Right? You could tell her you're an astronaut now, right?
My mother's rotting in a prison in the Philippines, but sure.
Still, I mean, it's still a gold star on your chart, if you ask me.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I gotta go fix a thing before I leave. I've got like a perimeter thing.
I don't even want to know what that really means, but
You don't. Honestly, for a variety of legal issues. The shit's good. Did I mention I'm going into space? I'm in a lot of pain, everyone.
Hold on, before we move on to more topics of conversation, should we honestly be worried about Zero right now?
let's cut to Zero right now.
Yeah.
LaShawn and Zero and LaShawn's two terrifying bodyguards are outside in an alleyway. They found an alleyway to talk in.
I'm a little like are they gonna listen to everything we say?
The party?
No,
Wait,
no.
out
The
of
body.
character,
The body.
you
No,
wanna patch them out?
I'm in character.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are these two gonna listen? No, Greg. I want our steamy, intimate conversation between us and our 150 viewers, and not the other four people here.
Listen, man, I've played in a lot of games where there are many times when the DM and the player...
It's going to be really hard to cheat this when I have the Twitch open.
Where, like, another player
Greg.
has to go, like, you know, player and DM private time, and we have to have a conversation away from the other player's ears. Like, I've had many games.
Greg, can you please mute my wife?
No.
Wait a minute.
I'm kidding.
Be right back, folks. We got technical
All night,
difficulties.
and Ann did it easily, like slipping on a banana peel.
Wouldn't it be great if I had a graphic all set up for marital emergency?
Turn
That
off
would apply to a lot of you.
Turn off her
That would apply to
headphones.
almost
Earmuffs.
everybody. You could all use it at some point.
No. In character, I say to LaShawn,
No, everything's fine.
Are these two gonna? They gotta stay within earshot.
Are they narcs?
They're gonna
do.
watch everything that happens.
They can't go anywhere.
All right. So like that like thing that and here I am trying to like dance around, talking in a kind of quasi code, to basically what I'm trying to ask her is like, is her recovery or getting healing from with this like nanite injection like is.
Yep.
Is her life riding on this? Is kind of what I'm trying to get at. So like this like thing that like you're you got going on? Like how big is this for you? Like what's like going on with that?
She thinks and says, every job. We don't fail.
Is there like...
But I've been told by my handlers that this one could be my way out. I don't really have any way to hold them to that at this point, and I don't have any way to verify that. But they've never said that before. So I'm taking that quite seriously.
Yeah, there could be multiple ways out, and I'm not sure that that all of them are going to be good.
Yeah, well... I've been doing this for so long. You know, I'm just kind of tired of holding on to myself. And I've lost a lot of memories. I've lost lots of pieces of myself. And so, am I even me anymore? I just don't know. And if this is it, every time you jack in, it might be your last.
All right. Let's go back in.
Okay. You guys go back in. You find your way back to the table. When you get back to the table, there's a very serious debate about your fate outside going on. Everybody seems to think that you are going to die.
The rabbit's literally yelling at people like, we need to go and see if he's okay. Like, why are we all sitting
look,
here?
He's either dead or getting a handy. Like I said, like a really sad one.
That's gross. Nobody calls it that anymore.
I said, I overhear Mr. Friend like, neither of those things happened.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Oh, thank God. Like, yeah, rabbit just like plops back down in the chair.
So Medusa, as you guys settle back in, comes back to price. So where are we at on this?
Whatever you guys like.
I'm in.
I think my guys are worth 10,000 a head. What say you?
Let's say whoever's paying for this.
Miss LaShawn Tachibana. And LaShawn says, well, I don't control the budget. I'm not in charge of that. But I will take, if that's your number, I will take it to my boss. And I'll see what can be done.
They need to provide me with top grade space gear too. I've never done this before. I don't have a spacesuit.
I don't think you're going to need a space suit. But sure, we'll take care of whatever you need.
I think we're also going to need access to your cloned environment, yeah?
Well, that's a clone of the land-based system. We do not have a clone of the space-based system.
The land base is still useful.
Okay. We can arrange that. When would you like to have access? How often? Anytime. Just tell me when.
Now.
Okay.
Cool.
I feel like I'm getting gypped, guys. I don't know about you, but I mean, Mr. Friend gets to go out in outer space, and we just have to sit here and watch him do something so cool. Like,
yeah,
we don't
you're
go
right.
on space
You're getting gypped, especially because you don't even get a cut, and I'm taking yours. That's crazy.
Wait, why would you even say that?
I don't know, because I'm going into space, and you're staying here doing nothing.
And you were the one that said 10. You said
I did,
10.
but now
10 per
20
head.
for
10 per
myself
person.
sounds pretty good. Because I'm going into space. What's everyone else doing?
That's
I
what we
think
got.
you're
That's
all
what we
going to
got.
space, says LaShawn. LaShawn.
Ah,
We're all
now
going
we're
to
back
space
to 10
now.
ahead. They're all going to space.
Well, there will be security. There will be...
Oh, see, I was just missing from. I heard that wrong. I thought
Okay,
we were going to be
Rabbit,
working
so you're
down
gonna get to
here,
kill people in outer
and he was
space.
going to get to go up there, and I
no,
was a
we're all
little
going.
jealous.
I like
and,
this better.
All right.
Yeah.
What's
Aw.
so?
Hell yeah! Man,
We all
get
get
see
to
these
die
dudes.
together.
Hey, it's much better that way.
What sort of details? What sort of details do you have on the villa in orbit?
I'll patch you the files that we have
Alright.
access to. It's not a lot, but we do have some schematics. They're early. They won't reflect the final layout of the building, the structure.
So, real talk, on a scale of 1 to desperate, where are you at on this plan? Like, this wasn't plan A. Is this plan Z, or are you out of the alphabet already?
We're pretty desperate, Mr. Friend. We're pretty
Yeah.
desperate. I've tried everything I can to not need to be in that file. I have spoofed the system locally. It doesn't work. I have injected myself on a piggyback on the downlink. That does not work. I've attempted to bypass it entirely. That does not work. The system is, well, I mean, frankly, it's kind of perfect. You know, it's not built to be accessed, and
I want to see it.
it's built to be accessed exclusively by people on a very specific list that I don't have access to.
Huh.
Do you know who the other people who are on the list?
I can guess. Would you like me to?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty helpful.
Sure. I can assume that Urin. Oh my God, I cannot pronounce his name.
You're in the toilet.
Yorinobu Arasaka is probably on the list, but I think he's dead. Hanako would be on the list. Michiko herself would be on the list.
How dead is Yuriko?
Yorinobu?
Yorinobu.
He died 20 or 30 years ago.
Okay.
I would say he's quite dead.
Well, if it was recent, I mean, maybe we could get biometrics.
Interesting thought. And then there's another one too. Hold on one second. I just want to pull this name correctly. Oh, Kenichi Saburo, who is Michiko's personal bodyguard, probably has access as well. And a short list of additional people, I would say, beyond that. But it's a very select crew that have access to this system in particular.
Okay.
It's a highly secure system.
Do we know how the biometrics work? What does the person physically need to do to unlock this that you're trying to mimic?
Yeah, it looks at a number of things from your RNA to your what's the word? This is out of character, Greg. Now is it zeta waves? The zeta waves of your brain cycle. It is a full suite of biometrics that I am offloading the requirements of to Mr. Friend's agent now.
I mean, did you guys try to
And we lost him.
Oh, you
See you later.
Damn it. We lost you. You said, did you try? And then you turned into Max Headroom for a second there. What were you saying?
Am I back?
You are
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys try to just kidnap somebody who has access biometrics in the system already, or?
As I said, it's a very short list, and you're talking about some of the most protected people on Earth.
Yeah.
I was brought in to do it this way. That's why they bring in me to do it this way. Duncan, how do you feel about the prospects of a kidnapping?
Bloody.
Yes! I want more of that, dude.
Gonna just kill Greg's voice today.
He
Yeah,
just glares
bloody.
at you. He just glares at you.
All right.
That guy knows how to party.
I'm really glad that I figured out how to do that voice on the fly. I had no idea. Are you having a problem there, Rubin? What's going on
I
with
am.
You're wrestling your
it's
mic
stuck.
stand?
It's stuck.
These sons of bitches. Always getting stuck. Okay, so there we are.
All right. Sweet, dude.
Any other questions?
Gosh, so many.
We
But
gotta do our homework.
What a space.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
this
excited,
server
guys. I
that
don't
your
know.
file's on, what is this? Whose server is it? It's the Arasaka's?
Yes. It's an old file.
Their whole server. It's their
No.
private server you're asking me to hack.
It is a private server. A private server.
Okay.
Not the company private server. It is these are closely held family holdings that Michiko is the sole possessor of. If you can
All
believe
right.
it.
I can, actually. Shows initiative on her part. This is still good. No, I like this. Let's figure out a way to break into some Arasaka shit.
Well, we out of character. We already have some Arasaka tech, correct? We
that's what
we've got the box.
Yeah,
So-
we kind of do. That's what
Yeah.
Mr. Friend is not so subtly pushing for.
Yeah.
What are you pushing
all
for?
would
What is
remember
the
that he
not
has
subtle thing that you're pushing for? Because I'm actually not following. I'm sorry. I need to
the
understand. what you're-
Arasaka text the sarcophagus. It's
Correct.
Arasaka.
And what are you saying about it?
I
What
want
is
to
your-
find information on the server. It's
Oh,
a
I see.
private server. I'm gonna go
It could
do
also be
two
a
things
key.
that kill two birds with the same stone. Yeah,
It could
I'm gonna go
also
do
be a
that
key.
thing.
We
Yeah,
could link
or
it,
it could have a
link
clue
it up.
there.
Yeah.
Like, it's an Arasaka server. Like, this is amazing. I'm getting sent it. All of a sudden, I went from not being interested in this at all to like, oh no, this can work for me because I need leverage beyond a bomb that can blow
Yeah.
up a building. I need to be able to communicate with this sarcophagus, know what it is, and if I can get a clue from this Arasaka server, not even an answer, but like the next step, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because other than that, I've got to play this dangerous game. I'm going to play with Agent Chastity Clemenson of Netwatch.
So your
It's get two
intention,
birds stoned at once, man, says Redbeard.
your
in his
plan
best
is
cheap
to
voice.
learn information about the box by accessing this server that's in low Earth orbit.
They might have like you told me it's ancient tech.
Old. Yeah, from 30 years ago or so.
Okay, so if she's got old information on family holdings, some of it might be old, some of it might be related to it in some way. I don't
Okay.
know. There's a chance.
Okay.
I'm looking for a clue, not a definitive answer.
Understood.
It's an opportunity to snoop in Arasaka before I had none. Now there's like 2 crews working on getting me into space and into a server, and it's their job to keep me alive. It's a perfect opportunity. Like, there's no way I wouldn't take leverage of that.
Yeah.
Sorry to use you all as pawns, but that is what I rolled when I rolled a personality.
How lovely of this. Of everything. Okay.
It would blame Mike Pondsmith. Don't.
Blame
I
him.
love him.
I'm
I love
blaming
you.
the mic.
And
By the way, I just want to point
like
out,
our
since we're talking about
Talsorian, they're
Mr.
cool.
Pondsmith, there is no Mike Pondsmith Twitter. He does not
No,
have an
he
account.
doesn't. There are lots
so
of imposters, though.
It's very strange.
It's
Yeah, but Mike-
weird.
I feel like he should just get one so that he would.
No,
have
he
one.
doesn't need it. Our Talsorian game Twitter is fired. They're fucking awesome. Whoever's
Well, that's
running
true.
it's cool.
So, like, does Mike Pondsmith get the Twitter, get the blue check mark, and then just be like, "That's it. There wouldn't be imposters. You don't even have to tweet. You just have it."
It's just, I mean,
game
just
company-
have his face.
Talsorian
That'd be
should
it.
get the blue check mark. I don't think they have it, do they?
Who?
I
Talsorian?
guess
They
that's
have
the
a check
point.
mark.
Do
Do they?
they? Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I don't have a check mark.
You need a check mark, Greg.
I know.
You're
I don't
so
have a check mark,
important,
but I don't get
though.
one.
I mean,
Don't
I have
they know
twice.
how many YouTube followers you have? You're so important.
I'm no slouch
Wait.
on Twitter either, man.
Yeah.
What's the blue check mark?
Oh my
you
god.
get verified
Get
on
this
Twitter. You
trending
got a
on
blue check
Twitter.
mark. Bro, it's a big deal.
They
It's a
don't
big
Verify
deal.
have
Greg.
it. No,
It's
they
a big
don't-
deal.
they don't
You got
have
the
it.
blue check mark. That's a big deal.
I'm not on Twitter.
No, okay. Well, then you don't know.
The twatter.
That's
Uh,
it. Everybody take that to Twitter.
Greg, you've got more
Verified
followers than Talsorian.
All right.
No,
so
we need
Greg,
movement.
can you just refresh?
With that hashtag, Redbeard.
What
Use
is
that
what is the
hashtag.
connection with Danger Girl?
Danger Girl is the company that Michiko Sanderson is the CEO of. Mm-hmm. It is a private detective operation
Yes.
that does essentially the dirty work for celebrities who have problems.
What is their connection to this?
The files are Michiko Sanderson's files.
Gotcha.
Michiko Sanderson is actually Michiko Arasaka. She married. She is the daughter of Kei Arasaka. I don't know how to pronounce Japanese names, by the way. It's Kei, so maybe that's Kai or something like that.
It's K.
It is Kei.
Kei.
Okay, Kei Arasaka. And so she is his sole daughter, and also the only vestige, really, of the Arasaka Corporation officially remaining in anything that looks like, well, actually outside of Japan. Because after the war, they were basically blamed for the entirety of it and its outcome, with good reason. And the Arasaka Corporation lost its ability to do business outside of Japan. Michiko Sanderson was a very young girl at the time. She was 14 years old, and a celebrity in her own right. And I think she was 14, if I'm not mistaken. She was very young. She was a teenager, at any rate. Decided to stay in the United States, desperate to not go back to Japan, actually. Went to school, majored in criminology, started a private detective firm, became a celeb. The company's very famous for their slogan, little detective, big gun, bad guys never see us coming, and their high-profile clients.
The rabbit is 100% fangirling over this.
I would
And
assume
this
so,
Yeah.
And your mission is to
But-
steal her shit.
Uh-huh. Exactly. any sort of connection to it. But I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna keep that to myself for now. But yeah, I mean, this was like her dream, like to be a part of something like this. So anyway, we'll get to that later.
Okay. So are you guys done here at this meet?
Oh my god, so done.
I just want to make sure that we're getting a good chunk of this money up front because we're all going to need to upgrade our gear before heading into something like this.
Well, we haven't really agreed. I don't have the power to negotiate a price right now. Do you need... And then she leans back and she kind of whispers to one of her bodyguards. And he nods. And then he leans forward and starts talking into his chest under his... under his, like, very high collar that's, like, covering half of his face.
Like just sinking into his clothes.
Yeah, just like the turtle look. Just like...
This is less intimidating, I think, than he thinks it is.
It's so
Excuse me, guys.
cute.
I have a very important call. I have a phone call right now. Just 1 moment. Just a second. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Excuse me. It's just my phone's down here. It's just. Do you need to speak with my handler to discuss price immediately right now? I think we can make that happen.
If it won't cause a problem, but
Medusa
I
agrees.
think we're all right waiting a few days if necessary.
I think we can arrange a meeting. If you wanted to come back to the warehouse, you wanted to run the dummy system, correct? She's looking at you, Mr. Friend.
I'm sorry, repeat that. I was reading the chat.
You wanted to
Like
come
an
back to the warehouse and run the dummy system, the duplicate that we built?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Completely.
So we have
I would want that at some point. Yeah.
We have the equipment there to converse with my handler. If when that happens, when you swing by, when we set that up, we can discuss the price directly then, if you so desire. Or you can with the boss.
That's great. We'll do that. Like I said, I need a couple of days to recover from a run. I'm guessing you know what that's like. Then I'll be good to go.
Okay. Well, then this was great. And Zero, it's so great to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So great, you two.
Can't wait to see you again.
Am I near Mr. Friend?
You can be. You can be.
Yeah, it's a
sitting next
booth.
to me.
Nobody's very far from anybody.
Okay, then I'm going to kick him under the table.
I grunt. I'm like,
Wait,
fine.
you gotta roll. See if you kick somebody else.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Oh yes. Oh please. Roll a d6.
Kick the Borg.
No, you kick
If
him.
you roll badly, it's like
Let go.
footsie with
I'll
him
role play
instead.
it. I'll role play it. It happened.
I think we're
Zero got the hit in. It was a solid. I got a bone bruise.
So, what vehicle did you guys come here in? Just to refresh my memory, did you guys come in
thought
that
Medusa-
stolen car?
Medusa. I thought she.
Oh, you're still in the stolen car. Yeah, that's fine.
That's she can
slick
probably
ass
get
ride.
fake plates.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She can do all that stuff. She used to be a booster. She used to steal cars. Set that to dark orange. Okay. You guys are done here. Do we have any more work to do at the glass house? Oh, I do have one more thing I wanted to get to.
Okay.
On your way out, you guys are moving through the crowd. Standing at the far side of the room, must be on top of something. You recognize Vengeance Wonderly. He's wearing his leopard print shirt, the two ties.
Come on.
And he sees Medusa through the crowd, and he waves at her, and nods, and like puts up his finger. You know that thing you do from across the room where you just go, just a minute, I'm coming over there, and he starts he disappears into the crowd, and intercepts you all at the door. And he shows up, and he says, "How's it going, everybody? And Medusa, how you been?"
Wow.
Hey, can you sound less like a sex offender?
How much for that tie?
He jams a stubby and aggressive finger in your chest on an instant and says, "You're lucky I don't have your balls in a jar on my desk, the money you cost me, man."
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna step between them and push his hand off of Mr. Friend gently and be like, "I'm sorry, I don't remember who you are."
"You're a cute kid. I own the place. You guys shot it up that time. You stole my car. You remember that?"
No,
Medusa
not
says-
ringing any bells,
Medusa's
man.
clapping him on the back. She goes, "Guys, it's fine." She says, "It's fine."
About
She
that.
says, "And that's water under the bridge, right, Vengeance?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, water under the bridge. Happens all the time. I told my client it was lost in transit, and I got paid half instead of the whole thing. I just want to let you all know there's no hard feelings. You guys are welcome anytime. You're all right. But don't fuck with me, okay?"
Whoa.
Yeah, sure. That's great. Like I said, you're giving off a vibe, and I'm just not digging it. So I won't
Yeah,
fuck with you.
Anyway, you have a great establishment here. I love
Yeah,
the
the
vibe you got
club's
going on.
nice.
It's very cute. It's very.
The club is
He
nice.
runs
It's very
the
cute.
back of his hand across your cheek.
Wait, mine?
Who,
Yes.
hers?
Just gently. And his tongue kind of hangs out of his mouth. He is, "You old enough to drink here?"
See, sex
and then
offender.
slips
I am
back
not
into
old
the
This is what
enough.
I'm
crowd.
talking about.
I am not old enough for you to touch me.
She can kill you though. She's really good at it.
Can I stick a dagger in his belly right now? Because I kind of want to.
You could decide to to increase the lethality of the situation at any moment, as anyone could do.
I mean,
That's
allow me to
entirely
say
on
I'm
you.
not at full strength, and I would get a little annoyed, but I also get it.
You know, it's.
I did call it. Did I not call it? I called it.
Called what?
He was a sex offender.
Yeah. I just stare him right in the face.
I think he's just slimy,
like,
personally. I don't think he's a sex.
I'm not over you to touch me.
Greg, is he a connected guy?
He owns a major nightclub, so yes.
Okay. So Brantley.
Branton, your character's name is Branton. You named him.
Branton, I know. Branton. I was thinking how to succeed in business. Okay, so Branton stands up and he's takes his finger and grabs his hand and says,
Oh.
Brantley.
as much as you want to touch members of my posse, I gotta say,
No, we're not a posse. No,
we're a posse. Pretty sure we're a posse. He puts his.
I'm not wearing a fucking
He puts his
cowboy
hand.
hat, am I?
He puts his hand on the
But
table.
I already ordered
and
you
says,
one. Fuck.
Let's just come to terms with the fact that your car is gone. You got half your money. Your place is back up and running. By the way, it's beautiful. And all is right in the world. It's as if you're an Arasaka yourself.
Hey, man. I was just welcoming you all back, but you're right on all those points except for one. That wasn't my car. That was the Aldecado's car. So they may have some beef with you about that.
Oh, we'll deal with that.
But anyway, you're welcome anytime. I've got a couple of drink tickets on tap for all of you guys. You all right? All right?
Got it. Did Greg? Did he?
None
Did
for
he?
her, because you're gonna put something else in it. I just.
Yeah, I'd rather.
It's in the cadence of your speech and the way that you stroked her cheek earlier in that really creepy way.
Greg, did he like perk up at the mention of Arasaka's name? Is he familiar or not familiar? Is he affiliated or anything like that?
No, he's not affiliated or anything like that. It just
Or
rolled
connected?
off. I mean,
He's a connected person. That's why I threw that out there.
I understand. I get you.
Yeah.
Arasaka is a major corporation. They were like basically like General Electric or something, like just a huge, massive multi-conglomerate with millions of employees worldwide until the end of the Fourth Corporate War. And they were basically the two belligerents in that war were Arasaka and Militech and their subsidiaries. Arasaka versus Militech. Arasaka lost, basically. So they can't really do business anywhere. So it's I don't know. I guess I'm not 100% following what you're leaning into there.
Look, we're about to do some business, trying to find information out, as much information about the Arasakas in this town as possible. We're about to go into space. I just want to find out as much information to use later on. So I figured going after the slimy bar club owner.
No, he's got nothing with that. He's got nothing to do with that.
All right.
Okay, so you guys leave.
I lean over to Rabbit because I can tell she's disappointed.
That we didn't get to kill him?
Yeah, and I say, remember when I talked about there's a time and a place? Just time might come later. I'm just saying.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't hang out outside the bar, wait till he leaves, follow him home, and murder him in his sleep.
No, we gotta get paid first, kid. After we get paid, then you can go kill him. As much as you want, I'll help you.
Okay.
Kill him as much as you want.
I'm gonna hold you to that. That's 2.
Yeah.
And we need to take down.
No, that guy was
2 pedos.
gross. And then maybe
Who's
we
the other
can
one
get
you want to kill?
nightclub?
I missed the other one.
I'm gonna start a list.
Who's your list of people that you have
What's his name?
decided?
The one that gave us the bombs.
I just want to be very clear for anybody watching. I have not labeled a single character in this game as a pedophile.
It's just
Who
like
have you decided is and must die, and what is wrong with the way I'm playing them that you did?
First off, that guy
Well,
touched me,
that
and I do
guy,
not like it.
that guy there with the voice.
That
Not
is
the
the
robot
best
one.
version
We like
I
the
can do.
robot one.
Listen,
We
man,
like
that's
the robot
that's
voice,
the
but the
best
other
version
one-
I can do of the guy from Blade Runner who owns the club with the snakes. Okay. It's
Okay,
just,
well, I want to kill the guy from that. That guy's a creep too. That guy's awful. Do you know what that scene was supposed to be that they cut out?
I don't.
There
no.
was a claymation scene of like a lady and a snake doing intimate stuff. It wasn't good.
I'm glad they cut
Like
that.
I'm
'cause that
glad
would-
it.
Playmate-
they
glad it
got
didn't
stop
make it
motion
in
move
there.
there.
Well, this-
A stop
that's
motion
this
move there
guy.
would have
That's
been
who you were
weird.
playing. Yeah.
Stop motion move there would have been weird.
Yeah, it would have been
Spoiler
not
alert.
good. But like, just for the record, that was who you were channeling.
Yeah, well, whatever. So,
Boy, I'm giving you a hard time tonight. Liquor's good. My bourbon's really good.
So you guys, Medusa, you guys pile into the car and cruise out onto the freeway.
Okay.
And you have a few minutes. I mean, is there any private conversation happening in the car at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say to Zero and the group for that matter, like, guys, do we really trust this situation? I mean, Zero, like,
oh man,
you said that
this
she's
is
being-
so fucked. Like,
you
what
said
is
she's
she
being,
to you?
yeah, but she's got the like stuff in her head. So like, how can we know this is on the up and up, and we're not putting ourselves in the hands of whoever's controlling her?
Yeah, like, tell me you're not just some blind puppy. Tell
I
me
mean, I
you
get
got a
that.
goal in this, man.
That's cute. I understand that. I totally feel you on that, but
But Arasaka's like last kid, danger girl, the gun, big gun, little
I mean,
girl.
getting that close to Danger Girl, I mean, can we just like? I'm really excited about this.
It is cool, but like under the context, it's not. It's lethal.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, well, look, guys, we gotta do our homework, all right? Because I'm not quite 100% sure how we actually how we get there and what we do, what we there, who we're gonna encounter. We gotta know what we're getting into.
Well, you seem to think that it's worth it no matter what. So I'm gonna repeat: who is she to you? Why do you owe her this big? Tell me that you're not just jumping when she says, please.
Well, I mean, look at we.
Oh my god, you are. That's what this is?
Oh my God! It's blind love.
No,
He
this
made
is
himself-
not
don't see
romantic.
this
Don't
anything.
encourage him.
No.
It's
What
super
I'm saying,
romantic in the
what I'm
most morbid way
saying.
possible.
No, what I'm saying is that we had a crew in Singapore, and after it split up, that's when
How
she,
long ago? How long ago was this? This is
Oh, this is
Were
this
you
is,
like 11?
no, dude. This was like 10 years ago. I was in my teens.
All right, so this
I
is still
only-
some
I-
like high school puppy love shit.
Have we established my age?
No, how old are you?
Yeah, you can.
That's a good question, isn't it?
I have
Oh God,
established.
no! How
I
old
have
are you?
established Mr. Friend
How
is,
old are you?
Mr. Friend is 23. Like he's early 20s. He acts like he's a much older man, but he's like early 20s.
Oh, I meant Zero. How old is Zero?
That's a that's a good
I was just
question. You're asking how old I am, man. I don't see how that's relevant.
Why are you stalling about this, dude?
What I'm saying is,
Why-
I was a teenager. All right. We were a teenager. We were running stuff in Singapore.
Oh my
She was
God.
the hottest cyber jockey out there.
Uh-huh.
Is this a midlife crisis? Are you having a midlife crisis?
Well,
I'm
I mean,
not
he
having-
already had that. He's blue, for God's
Well, I
sake.
guess
I
that
am not
depends
having
on
a midlife
how long
crisis.
this life is. Is this the middle, or are we getting towards the end here?
We could be getting towards the end at any moment, you know.
Okay, I
Very
have a theory.
philosophical
Well,
of you,
this
Shree.
is
I have a theory that
Generally
Zero
the
is
end,
actually
yes.
16 years old.
I am not 16 years old.
Okay.
No,
He's
I
not.
mean, Rabbit, you're, what are you,
I just
you are
look-
16, right?
In the distance, you
Yes.
guys hear.
Okay.
No, that's not true. I mean, I pull out my ID and it says, "Look, do you need any more proof?" It says that I'm 21.
God.
Yeah, I'm gonna need yeah, because I can make those.
Well, I don't
You
know.
guys.
What do you want from me? This is not about me. This is about Zero.
You hear Medusa yell, "Shut up!" from the driver's seat. Will you listen? And you can hear the
Is my song on?
reverberating sound of high-performance engines screaming and echoing off the high rises that surround the freeway.
I'm guessing that that's the people we stole the car from.
And there are weaving through traffic behind you 4 motorcycles. They are high performance, highly modified they're Bozosuka style bikes, actually, is what they really are, of the year 2045. They're chopper, lowrider, recumbent, very unusual looks, all kinds of stencils and decals all over them, and they are flying flags, actually, off of poles from behind them. And the dudes on them are armed and approaching your car at rapid speed. And we will be rolling initiative when we come back from this 5-minute, genuinely 5-minute bio break. I actually just have to pee. There's no way that I can go into a combat right now. So we'll be right back. And stay tuned. We're back! We're back from that longer than 5 minutes, 5-minute break. I always apologize, but they're always really long. Greg's watch didn't break. It's just that not everybody was back yet. So let's go to the virtual tabletop, which is provided by... Actually, not provided. I mean, it is provided by, but I paid for it. It's
Foundry.
Foundry Virtual Tabletop. I feel like when you say provided by,
Foundry?
the implication is that you're going to... that they're the sponsor or something. Okay, so we are on this
038.
We're on this highway and ripping down the road.
I've been waiting to use this one.
I have been waiting to use this one.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Not enough road. Go back. Now there's road.
Okay, so
The illusion was shattered.
yeah, so here's how this is going to work. You guys are flying down the highway here. And actually, we should switch the music to the actual chase, right?
Right, because
Chase
we're being chased by
music.
these jerks.
Chase
Highway
music.
chase. I
And
hate this.
I've got... So you guys are all... what's it called? Attached to... Oh, I have to change something about this, by the way. Give me 1 second, too. You guys are all mounted on the vehicle, so where the vehicle goes, you will go with it.
Mounted.
Cool.
And then Medusa is currently in the driver's seat, but you can change that if you want. I need to configure one thing on the scene because the grid scale should be 2, not 1. There we go. It just reloaded. Game is unpaused. So, yeah, and these guys are coming up behind you, and I think we need to roll initiative, actually. So let's just get right into it. It's going to take me 1 second to create a combat here.
Medusa was the one that said it, right? That kind of called attention to the bikers.
Yeah,
She
we were
pointed out
busy
that
doing
you
our
were-
best, like It's Always Sunny, yell over each
Yeah.
other bit.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
gonna-
she was like, pay attention. And then a bunch of, like, now we're hopefully not going to die. But we're in a car chase gunfight. Probably like Terminator 1 Cameron-esque.
The highway is a patchwork of asphalt and concrete and plascrete and ceramics. It's a ancient and winding elevated highway that rips over the tops of downtown portions of downtown and South Night City. In fact, this is a major kind of freeway. Players, by the way, you might want to check on your browser at home, right up at the top right, there's that little gear sign. You might want to go to configure settings and then set your maximum frame rate, which would be under core settings, to 30 or something like that, because it could hurt your... I mean, this gets heavy on the computer, believe it or not. The patchwork concrete and asphalt road hemmed in by concrete barriers on huge concrete pillars, right, suspending it over the city below, slums below, right, these low rise, run down. The combat zone is underneath you. High performance Chew-2 engines. Chew-2 is, of course, a hotter burning artificial alcohol that all vehicles now run, are just screaming. And the sound of these engines, wow, is reverberating off the sides of the buildings like fucking TIE fighters, basically. As these 4 motorcycles come aggressively up on you with their flags. Just these red and black geometric pattern. This hexagon. It's a red hexagon on a black field, repeated 3 times. On these poles off the backs of their bikes, weaving between traffic. And so we've rolled initiative. Let's Ant, Branton, and Mr. Friend go to the initiative tab and roll it.
You got it,
so-
dude.
sorry, I just learned that I have 2 followers on Twitch. All right, where's my initiative?
I'm not gonna
Moving
lie,
up.
I think I'm one of them.
Moving up in the world.
I don't know how to look at this. Anyway,
It's the fist.
How do
Wow,
I
look
twitch?
at us go.
The fist is the combat tracker.
I already rolled my initiative.
Greg,
Yeah,
are
I'm
they-
waiting for Branton.
alright.
There we go.
That's me.
Okay, what's up?
yeah, the rabbit's just gonna stick her head out the window, like a lot farther than she should, to like see where these guys are. I'm gonna pull back in and I'm gonna look over at Cassandra and be like, "Hey, you have any of those flashbangs left?"
I do.
Well, is it night out, Greg?
It is night.
Yeah. And it's like, well, let's summon the sun.
Medusa Jones is up because the rules dictate that the driver kind of moves to the top of the initiative. And all she's doing is laying down the hammer. So all of the vehicles in the game have move ratings, and the only thing that we need to know is the difference between them, okay? So the move rating of her car that she's in is 50. And the motorcycles all have move ratings of 60. So that means that basically for every... we're rolling down the highway, right? So we're just dealing with relative movement. The motorcycles basically get to move 10 every round. And if Medusa moves the car, they get to move more. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Got it.
Does that make sense, everybody?
Makes sense to
It
me.
does.
Okay.
You're pretty much moving. The car is constantly moving its full movement.
Yeah, exactly.
So were they. They're just faster than us.
Right. Okay, so she's just flooring it and gunning it, and that brings us to John. The rabbit, you are up.
Yeah, so the rabbit is going to pull her rifle off her back and, stick an elbow out the window and just bring it out and, try to take aim on one of these guys.
So it's a -4 to shooting in this situation.
That's fine. I mean, I'm going to take a pot shot anyway. Now, I'm just going to roll it and we'll take 4 off of that. Unless there's another way you want me to do it.
Yeah, that's about it. So, with vehicle combat, you can aim for the weak spots. So you can shoot for them or their motorcycles.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm totally shooting for the motorcycle then.
And actually, that goes for the other vehicles that are on the highway as well. And there's some rules about that. Let me just read into the record here, the vehicle combat rules, because you guys should know these things. Vehicle combat All vehicles have structural damage points. It's basically a vehicle's hit points. How many people can sit in it? We don't need to worry about that. Its move stat, it's in there. Its narrative speed, don't need to worry about that. Its cost, you don't care about that. And that's about it. Structural damage points. The superbikes have 35 apiece. Your car has considerably more hit points, basically, right? The bikes are a lot faster, though.
Yeah.
Aiming for vehicle weak points. Every vehicle has weak points, areas which can be aimed for using an aimed shot. Structural damage points. Start at the beginning. All vehicles have structural damage points as long as the vehicle has at least one. It can move. When it has none left, the vehicle's broken. It can't be used for cover. It can't move unless repaired. It explodes. Vehicles can't dodge attacks like a human, but while in a vehicle, you can dodge anything that you could typically dodge while on foot when it's targeted to you instead of the vehicle. You're riding in the backseat of the car and somebody tries to shoot your head. You can move around in the car to avoid getting your head shot if you have a reflex of 8. Shooting at a vehicle with a ranged weapon, if they're coming at you with an axe or something like that, you can evade. Shooting at a vehicle with a ranged weapon requires you to hit your shot using the range table. While in a vehicle, you can be targeted with attacks through the glass, which has no hit points and provides no cover. Bulletproof glass is a nomad upgrade, blah, blah, blah. Aiming for the vehicle's weak points. Every vehicle has weak points, areas which can be aimed for using an aimed shot. As an action, you can aim a single shot or a melee attack at a vehicle's weak point, taking your whole action, means not moving, your whole action, and -8 to your check. If successful, you multiply the damage that gets through the vehicle's SP by 2, which is interesting. This is how you aim for tires, engines, gas caps, etc. Don't aim for a gas cap. That's aim somewhere else. Aim for the engine block. That wouldn't do anything, shooting the gas cap. There's no reason not to aim for a weak point with a melee attack against a stationary vehicle because vehicles can't dodge and you automatically hit. But if the vehicle is moving, you got to beat a DV13 to hit its weak point, and the -8 penalty still applies. So you ride up on your motorcycle alongside something and want to hit it with a katana, which is probably about to happen. They have a DV13 to hit and a -8 to do it. Getting your vehicle started, we're running, we don't care. There are maneuvers in the vehicle. You might care about some of this. Basic driving is just basic driving. Any non-basic driving requires a maneuver. Maneuvers require your full attention. In game terms means your action and your move action. You can't do either. Failing to beat the difficulty value of the check with a reflex plus relevant control skill plus 1d10 will cause you to lose control of the vehicle, in which case the GM takes control of the vehicle and crashes you into something.
Oh, no.
There's rules for ramming. There is dodging rams, and that's really kind of all we need to know to move this thing right along and get into the fighty fights. So, John, you're up.
Yes. So I'm going to activate Spot Weakness as I, hang half my body out of the window and take aim.
With an assault rifle, right?
With an assault rifle, with my assault rifle on the...
Yeah, I'm calling that a -4. It's not the right weapon for this
that's cool.
job.
But I'm going to put 2 points in that, so it adds 2 points to damage against the bike for the first round. Okay.
Which bike are you shooting at?
The closest one.
It's 36 meters away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Yeah, shot number 1. Bam, 23 to hit. 23 minus, what did you say?
You have a -4. Are you? You're not shooting for a weak spot, are you?
No, I'm shooting at the bike. The weak spot effect just adds 2 points to damage.
And just refresh my memory. You have a what now? What kind of a gun?
Oh, it's an assault rifle.
Assault rifle, and you are at 36 meters.
Mm-hmm.
That is in the 26 to 50 meter range. Assault rifle, you have to hit a 13 to hit that.
Yeah, so that's a 23 to hit.
So that's good.
Yeah. Bam, so 11 until 13 damage to the front of the bike.
A bullet goes, rings out. Hang on a second. A round rings out and rips down the road, tears into the engine, the radiator under the behind the front wheel of the bike, and steam starts shooting out the front of it. The guy swerves briefly but recovers.
We got one.
Mr. Friend, you're up.
Okay, so with my extended range, can I take control of an enemy vehicle?
If that vehicle were a cyber vehicle, the answer would be yes.
But they are not.
You would have to use your meet action to determine the existence of access points.
I would like to do that right now. Would be my first move, would be to see if there are access points.
Yep, go ahead.
Hey, Greg, quick timeout.
So is that an interface roll?
You know what, man? I'm sorry.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
I was gonna hope you were gonna tell me.
Greg,
sorry.
you want to zoom the map out so people can see where the bikes are at?
Yeah, sorry.
Of course, Adobe crashes right now.
Thank you for reminding
Stupid
me.
acrobat.
All right,
Close all tabs.
-1.
By the way, isn't Foundry Virtual Tabletop amazing? That we
It
do this?
is. Everybody.
Yeah, I've never seen
Marvel
anything
at
like this
Foundry.
before.
No, really, it's really fucking cool.
I'm getting car sick.
Well, I mean,
Is that
you
Brandon's-
realistic?
Brandon's
taken
action.
your Dramamine.
I told you I can't sit in the back, says Branton. That's his turn.
Yeah.
I told you I can't sit in the back. These are not Friday night.
You were looking.
I'm looking for my actions.
Yeah.
Empire cures motion sickness.
You are looking for scanner. It's a meet action you use to find meet space locations of access points. Use any net architectures in the area. The higher the check, the more you spot, and from further away, it's GM's discretion to how far you determine. So it is a it's funny,
Interface?
It's an interface roll, yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I clicked it. Roll, damn you. 5.
You detect. Yeah, you don't detect any net architecture access points.
Well, that was my meat action. So, Mr. Friend's eyes glow, and it looks like he's scanning.
Yeah, that's
That's
your turn.
it.
Branton is up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot with my very heavy pistol.
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed. I'm going to take a shot at the same thing.
Up front.
Yeah.
So that is Branton. You are 38 meters away. It's a pistol.
Yeah.
Your difficulty to hit is 25.
Wonderful. Here we go. Handgun.
You fail to hit.
Bummer.
Do you have a rate of fire of 2 on that? It's very heavy, right?
Yeah.
So then no.
It's a Negatron.
Negatron.
All right, Bozosuko number 1 is up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanted to move the bike.
Whoa.
Spike comes winding up between the two vehicles. Oh, that's weird. He should have a totally. Did I not?
This is really cool.
I totally thought I gave him a different gun. Hold on a second.
Oh, he should have a much bigger gun.
Well, he actually he was supposed to, yeah. Okay. And full. Make sure you guys are tracking ammo, by the way. You know how to do that, right?
Yeah. Just
Yes.
click the -1.
Thank you. And then what is his range? His range to you is, to the back of your vehicle, is 22. And a 22... Where'd my chart go? Shit. I have a range chart that I keep open and I just lost it. A range of 20. He's got to hit a 20. Okay. He is driving and then takes his right hand off of his handlebars, reaches into his coat, and pulls out it's like a small machine pistol, like a Scorpion or an Uzi that you can imagine, and just starts spraying bullets up the highway. He rolled a 26, and he needed a 22 to hit, which means it does its full multiple. That's front/roll 2d6 star 3. He does 21 damage to the back of your car, which you can see as that little hit point bar underneath it. Oh, you guys don't see that? Only I see that?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll change that right now.
I mean, I see everybody else's. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
So he just and rakes the back bumper of the vehicle with bullets. Just the whole car, you hear the sound ricocheting around the car. Nobody's hit. Medusa swerves a little bit wildly, curses under her breath, and that is his turn. Zero is up.
All right. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! 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 And
Oh, come on. Now you're freaking out, dude.
I freak out all the time. Now I'm on wheels. All right. I might be getting a little bit of motion sickness. I'm gonna hang out the window, and I see the motorcycle coming up on us. I'm gonna take. Can I choose to aim at the bike or the rider? I could choose to aim at the rider, right?
You're gonna choose to aim at the rider or the bike.
Okay. Is one of them tougher to hit than the other?
No, actually, they're the same difficulty to hit.
All right, then I'm gonna take
the rider is more likely to have armor, but then again, you know.
Weak spots on the bike. Can I aim for the bike's tire?
Yes, it's at a -8 to hit. I had a long talk about this a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, no. I heard
read
that.
the whole book in the congressional record.
But you told me the important part, which is what I wanted. All right. Oh man, so that would be a -8 on my handgun roll.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to take a -8 to hit. It's a -4 to hit. To anything else?
Well, sorry. Say that one more time. What was your question?
So it's a -4 for aiming for shooting at anything else.
No. Well, what's your weapon?
I have a heavy pistol.
I'm letting you that be flat. It's only because the rabbit is aiming with an assault rifle out the window of a moving car. It's like an incredibly awkward thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
A handgun.
But she looks damn good doing it, all right?
Flat, and she hits. A handgun is flat, and I would say, unless you're aiming for weak spots on the vehicle, which is at -8, it's like taking a headshot.
So how do I need to modify my, if I just want to take a shot at this motorcycle?
You're shooting at the bike, it's range. So you have a heavy pistol.
Okay. So
you're shooting at the lead bike, you're 20 meters away.
Meters. Yeah, 20 meters. So that's I don't have the chart handy. What's the what's the minus?
Yeah, I'm coming to it. 20 meters on a handgun is
heavy pistol.
Yeah, it's 20.
It's so I gotta beat a 20.
Yep.
There's no minus.
No.
Well, there's a chance I could do it. All right, so I'm going to take a shot at the bike, the motorcycle.
Yeah. Is it a heavy pistol or a very heavy pistol?
It is a heavy pistol.
So you can do that probably twice, I think.
Yeah, 2 shots.
All right, here we go.
14 misses and a 13 misses.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. All right, my ammunition has been debited. All right. Hopefully that's scared him away.
That'll scare him away, yes. Cassandra, you are up.
All right. I lean out the window with my shotgun. I'm aiming for a bike rider, not the bike itself.
I always forget how hardcore Cassandra is. And then she's like, I take out my shotgun. I pull out the 15 grenades I hid in my dress. She always rolls.
The shotgun I don't hide, though.
No,
Lady, don't
fuck
fuck
you.
around.
You're proud of it.
All right. And what did I roll? Oh, I rolled a 15.
To hit. So that's a shotgun. And which one you're shooting at the lead?
Yeah.
So that's a 24 meters. 15 hits. Yeah, 15 hits.
Sweet. All right. Then damage.
Just barely. Oh wait. No, I am so sorry. I was looking at SMGs. A shotgun is 20 at that range. I apologize.
Was there one closer that I could have gotten, or no? The lead
you were
is
shooting
the
at
closest.
the closest one to you. When I said lead, I
Man.
mean closest. Lead on the highway.
Because my
Cassandra
damage would have
leans
been
out.
20.
Fires off her shotgun, misses, goes wide. And
I knows it would have done 20.
It's a rate of fire 1 weapon, unfortunately. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Yeah. I duck back into the car. I'm not just gonna lean out the window the whole time.
Okay.
But that's it.
This Bozo Suko goes. Right up that car's butt. I'm gonna move them all since the 3 of these guys all happen to land around the same spot in initiative. 7, 8, 9. Okay. So they have swarmed around this other car. This guy is firing his handgun at the back of the vehicle. He fired twice, a 10 and an 8. Oh, wait, no, motorcycle doesn't shoot a handgun. That's no stats there. He fired twice, a 26 and a 19. And his range to the vehicle is 16 meters with a pistol. A 16 means he needs to roll a 20. So he hits once. Front slash roll. It's so silly to even do that. I have a macro. Does 2d6 of damage to the car, so 5 damage to the car.
Man, we're getting shot up, guys.
Fires 2 more shots, bouncing off the back of your car. This guy does the same thing. Boom, boom. I think that actually both of those are going to hit. That's 24 meters. So one of the things we were doing wrong before is we were using squares as a single meter, but it's actually a square as 2 meters, and that really changes the way the range table works. Both of those do hit. So 2d6 and 2d6, 7 and 4. Another couple of rounds bury themselves, bang, bang, into the body of the vehicle. Medusa swerves wildly. You hear the sounds of metal kind of falling off of it. Some black smoke is pouring out of the side of it. There's like a sound as it's running down the highway.
Oh no, keep her steady.
Oh, shit.
And this one doesn't have a shot, so he doesn't take it. Medusa's up. What do you guys want Medusa to be doing? Like, if you had to instruct her to how to drive, what would you tell her to do?
Aggressively driving, like get us like ram them or something. Like, we're not gonna outrun these people, so we might as well.
She could ram them.
Yeah.
Hit the brakes. Let them slam into us.
Give me 1 second. I'll look that up.
The classic, like, slam on the brakes, let them go. swerving around us and then go in for the ram.
Ramming. Whenever you drive a vehicle into something with HP, be it a pedestrian, or another vehicle, both your vehicle and the pedestrian or a piece of cover vehicle takes 6d6, and everyone involved in the crash. I don't need to read this out. Okay. If a hit point of any piece of cover or other vehicle you are in becomes 0 to 0.
While this is going on, I'm leaning over to Rabbit and saying, I'm pretty sure that Creeper tipped these guys off. So if you want to move that murder up on the calendar, I'm okay with that.
Oh, I finally get an okay to kill somebody. Okay, yeah, Cass, yeah, good, fist bump.
Alright, so here's what happens. /roll. She slams on the brakes, and tires just squeal unbelievably. Just like screaming tires, right? And just turns the car sideways. You guys are slammed forward in the vehicle from the force of this. She's leaning back over her shoulder, wild-eyed, and just allows the lead motorcycle. She's like steering backwards and sideways across the highway, basically. Allows lead motorcycle to crash into her. Roll 66. This is a tremendous amount of damage. We're going to roll for the bike first, and then we're going to roll for the car. Okay. The car. Oh. Both the bike and the car are destroyed.
Dude, we wrecked the car. We're
Stand by. Yeah. Hold on a second.
Like they slam into our back end so hard they like bust the tire right out. Or like break the axle. Car stuff is broken.
Hold on a second. And you guys come to a halt. She slams backwards into this car, into the motorcycle. The rider goes flying off the bike. We'll have to do damage. And tumbles over the top of your vehicle and lands somewhere up the road. Your vehicle, you just hear like this loud popping, cranking noise. And it just digs in sideways on its front right tire, which explodes and just stutters to a stop. The engine is still racing, but the wheels aren't turning. Everybody actually who's involved, every single person, takes the whiplash effect. And that's a critical injury. It does nothing but change. The only effect it has is that it increases your base death save penalty by 1 until it's cured. So everybody has whiplash.
Okay.
This dude.
Ow!
/roll.
Ooh.
The Bozasuku got thrown off his bike, tumbles end over end into the asphalt, and does not appear to be moving. The other three immediately lock up their brakes and skid to a stop, and get astride their bikes and point their rifles or their guns at your car. I want to put the car back. I lost the car, unfortunately. I didn't mean to do that. I think you guys were in a different... No, you were in a different car. You were in a compact car. Yeah, that's the car, basically. It's not the exact car, but it doesn't matter. Okay. And so, then we'll turn it sideways, because like it's skidded to a stop. And combat continues. That was her turn. The rabbit, you're up. You're still in this vehicle. It is stopped. It provides 0 cover. You are very exposed by being in or around this vehicle.
Wait, how does it provide 0 cover?
It's the rules. When a car is destroyed, it doesn't provide cover.
Okay.
Is it destroyed?
I mean, it is functionally destroyed. It's at 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's wrecked.
Okay.
It's pretty fucked up.
All right. Well, then at that point, I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna.
It wasn't really providing cover to you guys before either.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my handgun.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Whip this out.
That's an old joke.
Yeah, I'm just gonna if there's no car door or anything, I'm just gonna roll out, come up to my feet, and just start blasting the first guy that I see as I charge in towards him.
You're very close.
Yeah,
You are
exactly. Yeah,
He's 6 meters away from you.
yeah. So I'll come out of the door, up to my feet, like bap bap, and then right to close combat.
Okay, 2 shots on the guy.
Yep. So I'll move myself in there. Doop top. Heavy pistol. Attack. 27 hit.
What's this guy's stats? Does he have the ability? Nope. Well, I mean, that hits.
Damage on that would be 11.
Yeah.
12, 13, because the +2.
What are you getting +2 for?
From the, what's the name of it? Hold on, I'll put it up for you, and I will read it to you. Precision,
it's a
precision attack,
thing.
yeah.
Okay. So he has an armor of 4. It's now down to 3 from ablation. And you did how much damage?
Hold on one sec. 13. Attack number 2 coming in. Or
Okay, hold on
the
a second,
second bullet.
Hold on a second. You did 13 for...
Yeah, to this guy right here.
So -9. And I don't know why I can't figure out where his armor is. Combat. We're still working out armor. Alright, 1. Now he's got an armor of 3. Oh, that still works. Okay, cool. Okay.
You ready for that second one?
Yes, I am, sir.
Boom. 39 to hit.
What
Ouch.
in the fuck? How do you do that?
Yeah. Oh, my 10 exploded. So I got to roll
Okay.
another one, which was also a 10.
Okay, okay.
All right. Damage on that. 14. Oh, no, 12. I'm sorry. Straight 12. Does that happen to drop this guy?
No, but he's
Okay.
not looking too good.
So after, like I said, dive out of the car and just take those 2 shots, and as I, finish off that second round, I'm gonna drop the handgun and pull the rabbit off of
Off your
my
back.
off my back as I come in for melee attacks from there.
Kind of readying for the next move, yeah.
Yeah.
You come rolling out, and the dude was like standing over his bike with an SMG pointed at you, and you just shot him in the belly twice. You just he like stumbled back. You hear him groaning from inside of his mask. Okay. Mr. Friend, you're up.
Okay, wow, so everything's really bad right now, everybody.
like, how bad is it?
What's the speed limit on this highway, by the way?
How
Like, should
bad
we be
is
worried
it?
about other cars flying by?
Yeah, you should, but I mean,
Yeah. Didn't think of that.
Okay, so I've got speed, right? Equal to I can move as many squares as my speed. Is that dude still on his motorcycle?
they're all standing behind their bikes. Kind of like as
Behind.
if they could use their bikes like cover.
It's kind of like they can use their... Well, it's nice that they can, because they're not destroyed, right?
I'm gonna do something here
Bikes
too.
flying
I'm
across the
going to-
screen.
I'm just moving the entire scene up the road a piece because I only have so much map. Done.
Okay. 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 All I have is a pistol. Fuck it. I am going to see if I can run to this motorcycle and take it.
Yo, you about to steal my ride, man?
I'm stealing my ride.
Dude, don't steal it. Pimp it.
I have no grenades. I have a pistol and a computer for an arm. That's what I have.
Nerd.
Professional nerd. So I'm gonna try and steal a motorcycle and run away. I've had enough of this shit. I've just got asked to go into space, and now I'm being ambushed, and I'm not even supposed to work here today.
Okay.
I'm not even supposed to be here.
Move yourself to the bike.
All right, I assure you we're open. At what point will you understand I'm referencing Clerks or acknowledge?
We all got it. Nobody cares.
We all got it.
Someone acknowledge it. Anyways.
Acknowledged.
Greg just acknowledged it.
Yeah, we're good. I'm done. We're moving on.
All right.
I'm there. Well, I roll a vehicle thing, right?
I'm trying to decide now. I did not entertain the possibility of this happening, so I'm trying to decide what level.
Like, I'm just out in the open on a highway by a wrecked car.
I mean, you understand the guy is standing.
Yeah,
At
and
the
you
motorcycle.
understand that, like, if I roll drive, like, my action was to run up, and then operating the motorcycle is the move. So
Your action.
like a dash action, I guess.
Getting into it and starting it is an action. You
Is
can't
it
go
not?
anywhere.
I couldn't go in. Oh, it's not done.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Sorry.
they had the engines running. They
No.
swerved to a stop.
They did, but that's just the way it is. That's the way the rules work.
Then I don't like that. I
Yeah,
take it back.
That's fair. That's
Retcon.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Alternate timeline. I am going to instead, since I don't have cover.
Wait, you mean instead of ditching us? Were you about to ditch us, Ari?
Well, you see
You're just
Mr.
about to
Friend
beat
eye the
feet?
motorcycle for a moment and then go, nah, because I wouldn't be able to. Instead, he's going to try and negate their cover, one of their cover, and he's going to go here, maybe back up a little bit, and then shoot this dude, and hopefully this guy won't have cover.
Okay.
That's his best option. I mean, okay. Combat. Wow, I'm not rolling interface. Everybody. But now the problem is I gotta roll handgun.
It's 4 meters. And
Is that's short range, right? That's point blank.
your handgun, 4 meters is 13 to hit.
13 to hit. All right,
Yep.
let's give this a go. 18, baby.
You hit roll damage.
That's a very heavy pistol, so that's 3d6, I believe.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
one shot.
Oh, could I roll worse?
Oh my god.
6 damage. I wing him.
Not really, actually. That's a bad. He's not looking good. This dude is looking very fucked. There's a lot of blood pouring out of his blue motorcycle jumpsuit that he's wearing.
All right, a very heavy pistol is 4d6 damage.
Oh, let me roll an extra d6. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Wait,
I'm sorry,
then
that
what-
was 12 damage. Total.
Actually, what I meant was that he you shoot him in the back and he dies. He falls over, slumps over, and blood starts shooting out of his mouth. And he from under his helmet, you can't quite see because he's wearing a full face helmet. And he slumps over and starts twitching and spasming over his bike, and he dies.
Cool.
I'm trying to figure out though. There's like a dude missing because there's.
No,
supposed to be-
there's definitely not a dude missing.
Well,
no.
there's the dude all the way laying in the road.
Yeah, no. There's a dude missing because there was 4, and then 1 got thrown off his bike, and you just killed this guy, And then I accidentally must have deleted one of them.
I think I shot him too. Like my bullet was so good, it went through.
He might have been just so freaked out he ran away.
Yeah,
I mean,
because I
he
like,
saw us.
man, I'm
and-
scary.
No, he just kept going. He's still.
I actually am
He's
pretty
chasing
sure
a different white car.
none of that happened. Yeah, I probably just hit the delete key accidentally, so I'm just going to put that dude back real quick. Don't worry about it. It ain't a big deal. I just want to make sure we keep it all honest. From the book. Yeah, there he is. Cool. Okay. So, Branton is up.
Yup, I'm gonna shoot. Is there anybody
Shoot.
who's?
That was Greg. Allow me to say that was very satisfying, Mr. Friend, killing someone with a
finally
bullet
done it.
in meat space.
Yeah, he's done it.
Okay, I'm gonna
I think it's
shoot
the
this
first
dude
time.
right here. This
Sorry,
guy.
everyone. Just had to revel in the homicide of it all.
Yeah, that guy. I'm gonna shoot him with my heavy handgun. Heavy pistol. That's under heavy weapons, correct? Yes.
No, that would be. You're just still a handgun,
Handgun.
buddy. Heavy weapons is like
Thought I'd
Let's do
try.
a
Good.
Gatling
Grenade
gun.
launcher.
It said the word heavy in it. Here we go.
I understand where the confusion could be, but it's different.
22. That's a hit, sir.
Yeah, that is.
You guys are funny. All right.
We are.
So you roll a 22. Who are you shooting at? I apologize.
I was hitting this guy right here.
Okay. 23, 22, 21, 20, 20, 19, 18. Minus 18.
Are we mathing?
Yeah. And
I was
that
told there wouldn't be math.
So you shot him with your handgun.
God
the
damn.
round from your handgun, it's like incredibly loud handgun. You bury a bullet in his stomach. And he just like shrieks in pain.
Alright.
Give me 3 seconds here, guys.
Let's see what my. That was my 4d6. 13. His stomach implodes. It explodes right there.
No, he doesn't die.
But his stomach is gone.
He's lost his stomach. He's gonna need a cyber
No
belly.
stomach, exactly.
Cyber gut.
Looks like somebody's got a case of cyber gut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Greg, the name of our stream is now Cyber Gut Red.
You. I don't like that.
Yeah. Been
Zero.
Been decided.
Zero
Yo.
is up.
All right. I
Got
am
one
going to do diagonals count as one move or 1.5?
They count as one.
One. All right. So I'm gonna move. Why can't I move? There we go. So the nearest living person is that one right there, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna move up, and confirming that is 6 meters. All right. I'm gonna take 2 shots at this gentleman right there.
Say again.
Take 2 shots at that
Yeah.
yen. Where's my character sheet? There we go. So that's, I believe, a 13 to hit, and he gets hit 1 time.
Where are you?
I'm right here.
I see you. 6 meters. And that is a pistol.
A
Is to hit, yeah.
Yep. All right. So he gets hit 1 time,
4.
and the damage is 10 points of damage.
I can't select that dude for some reason at the moment. There we go. So move the bike out of the way. So let's move the bike out of the way. Okay. 10. You catch him straight in the throat.
Whoa!
And a gout of blood sprays out sideways from his neck, and he grabs at his throat and just like collapses in a slump behind his bike.
All right, then I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna run like to the shoulder of the road.
Sure.
Hey, Greg, how far down is it from the freeway?
Yeah,
To the
you're
roofs?
highly. You're 4 stories in the air based on your estimation. It would be a bad
Great.
job to jump.
This is
Greg, is
quite
he
the
dead
pickle,
or does
guys.
he have a cyber neck?
What?
Is that guy dead or does he have a cyber neck?
He is in bad shape.
Cyberneck.
But at this point, something new has entered the chat.
What?
A pair of motorcycles flanking a high-performance vehicle comes screeching to a halt a few feet back.
Please kill all the bad guys and come rescue us.
The 2 guys out front, they skid their bikes to a stop and then immediately roll off the top of them and then get behind their bikes and lean out with submachine guns. The car comes up and pulls to a slight, like, 3/4 curve.
Gonna have to talk our way out of this one, guys. Yeesh.
We don't know what happened. They just started killing themselves. Finally, you guys showed up.
Fuck.
They said they were gonna kill all you guys.
And the driver of the car, well, he's just keeping his hands on the wheel, staring at you. You can see him through the windshield. And that's his turn. That's their turn. This dude files out of the back of the vehicle and then leans around behind it. Like he just like tumbles out the back door and gets behind the car and leans over the trunk and trains a submachine gun on you.
No bueno.
Who's you, Branton?
The group, all of you. I mean, you're not, you know,
thanks a lot.
In your direction. Cassandra, you're up.
All right. Well, I can't shoot all of them, but I can try and blind them. I'm gonna throw a flashbang grenade.
Towards the car? That's a far. How far is that?
Yeah, that's pretty far.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys closer to us.
34 meters. It is.
Let's
to
see.
do
Let me
that,
pull up the
I'll
range.
I got it. It actually is supposed to use the rocket launcher. So 30.
Oh.
Or sorry, grenade launcher. 30.
Okay.
I asked them this. It's a 17 to hit.
Okay. All right. I'm going to roll that, and it's important that we blind these guys. I'm going to use a luck point also.
Ooh.
So I rolled a 17 plus 1 is 18.
That hits.
All right.
I'm just trying to figure out how the hit thing works here. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
All explosives deal their damage to all targets, including the terrain, in a 10 by 10 square, 10 by 10 meter square, 5 by 5 square, the center of which is your intended target. So where did you target?
So let me see. So looking at where this car is, I guess it would have to be like right here. Can you see me where I'm pinging, like right in front of the car, so that I could get the two guys who are behind their bikes and hopefully the driver. I don't know if there's anything special about the windshield that would prevent him from getting blinded. Like, does a flashbang work through the glass? It's not like tinted glass or anything.
This is crazy. Why is this thing so complicated? Okay. This range thing, where did you target?
Right in, I want to do it like in front of the car so that I would get the two guys who were standing behind their bikes and the driver of the car.
Well, you just pick a square. I mean, that's the way that works.
Yeah, so like
point to the
right
square.
Right there. Right
Okay.
there. Or, yeah, like that corner of the car.
Okay. So that's how that affects everybody.
I guess a little bit up so that I could get the two bikes.
You've called it! That's how this game plays. All right, fine. I'll give you that. You shot it
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
So these two guys and the driver are who has to save. But yeah, I'll roll for that.
Okay.
What is the roll? Do you remember?
Let me take a look. I don't.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's
what?
resist. I know what it is.
Blindness, right?
It's resist drugs and torture.
Oh. Okay.
And it's a DV of 13. 1 passes, 2 passes. They all pass.
So nothing happens to any of them.
I apologize.
We're all
All
gonna
right.
die here, so get your backup character ready.
Okay, Cassandra, that's your turn.
It is.
This guy is gets down behind his bike and trains an SMG at you all, and just yells, "Drop your weapons!"
But
This guy struggles to his feet. The guy who got thrown off the bike and flipped down the highway.
oh, okay.
He makes his way to his knees. Sorry, when I say this guy, up ahead of you, there's a rider who was flung in the event of the car accident over the tops of everybody's heads, tumbled down the highway, and he staggers to his feet, looks around,
so
realizes he's lost his gun, puts his hands up, and just sort of sits down on the ground and crosses his arms across his chest.
okay, so to the people that are saying drop your guns, if you're planning on killing us, I'd rather just get it done now if it's all the same to you.
Medusa Jones is following you guys. She's got her shotgun drawn and is ready. She's laying across the top of the car. At this point, another car enters,
Oh, give me a fucking
pulls
break.
up behind the other, and
In
comes to a stop.
character.
It's a large, it's an armored-looking, high-performance black sedan. Pulls up to a stop. Are we keep dropping our guns?
I don't have.
How many more people did you just roll?
4 more.
Fuck.
In an
For the
armored
record-
vehicle.
For the record, as Mr. Friend's putting his gun on the ground, for the record, if any of you fuck me up, like a whole lot of people are gonna die. Like to blow up a whole bunch of innocent people, and I'm not kidding. All right,
I don't
here we
think
go.
these
I
people
surrender.
can-
It's a good point. Every time somebody shoots at you, man, they're just shooting at like school children and like
little old ladies,
Single
Mrs. Klein
moms.
upstairs.
Yeah, it's the
That's
same
evil.
thing. Shooting at Mr. Friend, that's the same thing as shooting at your very favorite neighbor, the one who brings you the
Right.
good soup when you're not feeling good.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
think about
may
that.
as well just shoot old lady McGillicuddy right in the face if you're going to shoot at Mr. Friend.
Yeah. Why would you do that to old lady McGillicuddy? She's
Why would
so
you do that?
nice.
She's so nice.
Yeah, I guess the
Mr.
rabbits.
Friend does say that. It's like a whole bunch of people are going to die if you kill me.
I know.
The rabbit just stops right there and just kind of sighs, like, ugh, fine, all right. And she just slings the rabbit back on her back and just kind of puts her hands up and just starts walking towards the crew. It's like, I guess if we're gonna do this, let's just do it.
I've already surrendered. There's a lot of them. They can just shoot us.
Yeah, I put down my shotgun since that's the weapon they can see.
Yep.
So
I put down my weapon, but as I'm putting down my weapon, I say, I'm putting down my weapon not because you told me to, but because I wanted to.
yeah, you have you're very impressive. Okay. So what is this?
The door, the passenger side door in the back of the black sedan opens, and a gentleman emerges. He's wearing a red shirt, like a dress shirt. It's unbuttoned many times all the way down. It's very, very open. There's a lot of chest hair showing. He's wearing
Nope.
tight, like white, kind of like shark skin suit pants, alligator
Pass.
alligator shoes. His sleeves are rolled up. He's wearing a lot of jewelry. He's got
This Elvis?
he's got hair like Albert Brooks. No, he's an older guy.
Yeah, Albert Brooks. I'm with you. I'm following you. I got it. Albert Brooks.
And he's wearing sunglasses, and he's got EMP threading that runs down from his eyes underneath his sunglasses and under his skin and stuff like that. And he's sporting a couple of tattoos, and he's a little cybered up. He gets out and he points at you, and Ari, you would immediately recognize
Bichari.
that this is Oslo Verdina.
Oh no.
The executive whose truffles you guys stole all the way back. Oslo Verdina, famous for flaying people who cross him. Famous for flaying people who cross him.
Yeah, I remember that part.
He's with Kramer Landross and Associates in mergers and acquisitions.
So
He comes out of the car and he points. Are you the motherfuckers that stole my fucking mushrooms?
To be fair, we got paid a lot of money to do it.
Also, no.
Puts his hands up and he comes walking over.
Fuck, man. What the actual fuck? The rabbit just stops right there. It's like the slow turn. What the fuck?
What, are you gonna lie to this guy? He flays people. He did the job, yeah.
Fuck.
Also, no.
Sure as hell would have tried.
Oh, you really are a
He
kid.
speaks for himself.
You're the motherfuckers that stole my fucking mushrooms. And he starts walking down the highway towards you.
That is, again, contrary to what they all will say, true. We did do that. I didn't really physically take it. I'm a net runner. I was like sitting in the club the whole time.
Yo, why don't you just give him your mom's address or something? I mean, just keep it's quiet,
My mom's
man.
in a prison in the Philippines. We've been over this. Okay.
One of the Bozosukos just like rattles off a bunch of rounds into the air over your
Okay.
heads.
Okay. Yeah, I'm paying attention.
And then suddenly something kind of catches his eye. And he looks and he goes, "You." And he points at Branton. And he says, "I know you. I know you." And he starts walking over towards you. And then also behind him, his car door opens and a gentleman in fine clothing, a tuxedo, emerges from the car and kind of pats himself off. Older gentleman starts walking over very casually. Oslo points. He starts walking over towards you. He's maybe 10 meters away from you, Branton, and he's pointing at you. He goes, "No, I know you.
Hold on, Greg,
I never
quick.
forget a face. That's how I made it so far. You're Branton Whiteford. You're with Symbiote. I met you at that mixer last Christmas or something.
Greg, where is he standing?
You stole my. He's. You know. If you want him on the map, I'll put him on the map. He is now here. I can't. For some reason, I cannot move him. Oh, because he's mounted. Sorry.
Just in case I try to kidnap him.
Just in case you decide to do something suicidal. Got it.
Yeah, I honestly think I've been playing it the smartest so far, but you know.
He's there. Let's put that there. Oh my god.
Everyone's all deer in the headlight. No, we didn't do it. He already knows we did it.
Okay, so he's standing there and he's pointing at Branton, who's way behind the car, and he goes, No, I know you. You stole my fucking mushrooms?
Sorry,
We didn't want to.
We met at the. Sorry, excuse me, Mr. Friend. He was talking to me. We met at the Christmas party. That's
the
right.
Mixer, the intercorporate fucking mixer.
That's right. You
Symbiote, Kramer Landros,
That's it.
Ceratech, and
course.
Biotechnica was hosting.
That's right. So, how can we help you?
Do you know what fresh truffles imported from France cost? What they go for?
You know,
We got paid a lot for
quite
him.
a bit.
I know you know what they go for. I want my money.
And we would be happy to get it for you. However, it was given to us. Obviously, we're very, very talented at taking things. After all, you are a very dangerous man, and who would be crazy enough to steal from you? Well, me and my posse are. So if you need anything, we're happy to help you out.
I can't believe I'm letting this happen.
Normally, he wears a cowboy hat.
Always with the posse. The gentleman in the tuxedo who looks, for all intents and purposes, he looks like a butler. I mean, you can imagine like a butler.
Gesundheit.
He's an older guy, kind of a sallow complexion, white sort of ring of hair. I mean, Mr. Branton, or not Mr. Branton. What's his name? Mr. Carson? Yeah, he looks like Mr. Carson. Just imagine Mr. Carson from Downton Abbey comes and sidles up right behind Oslo. And Oslo says, Linwood, cut his fucking head off.
Oh, shit.
And then Linwood says, I'm not going to do that, Mr. Verdina.
Oh,
then-
shit.
Mr. Verdina's cut off. Yeah, and then you cut off. Wait, what? And then Linwood grabs him by the shoulder and squeezes very hard and says, I think you should go back to the car, and gives him a good shove out of the way.
What is happening?
Yeah, I just look over towards Mr. Friend like, what? What do I do?
And before Verdina can object, Linwood reaches into his jacket, his suit, and he's got a very large, very expensive-looking handgun that's in it, and there's a wire running from his wrist to the magazine.
So, oh my god.
And he says,
Fucking smart gun. Jesus.
I don't care about the fucking mushrooms. Or whatever they
Okay.
are. Subterranean tubers from France. Oslo, I encourage you not to outlive your usefulness. We can discuss this later.
Why do I have a feeling like there's a different conversation going on right here?
You are correct, Mr. Friend. You are very perceptive. I have that on file. You have.
So, how do we extricate ourselves from this situation with our skin on us and our hearts beating?
And that is the question of the day. You have a piece of my employer's property.
We're not talking about the mushrooms.
We're not talking about the mushrooms.
Great.
Mr. Verdina was unaware that my employer was moving that property under the cover of his mushrooms. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm following.
I am obligated to recover that piece of property.
Yeah, I can see where there's a wrinkle in the plan now. I'm sure you know where it is.
I do.
I'm sure you've thought about going for it.
I have.
But you haven't, because you're a smart person also. Which is why we're talking. So,
I haven't, because people bring things to me, Mr. Friend.
I kind of like where it is right now. Really puts the room together. You know what happens if you try to take it, or you hurt me, or any of my crew.
That's true.
Posse.
Oh. He stops and looks around. Is it wired? Are your crew wired as well?
No, but if you hurt any of them, I'll just blow up the thing and no one gets it. Tell me I'm bluffing.
No, I don't believe you are.
Okay. So maybe everybody puts their guns down because it's not shooting time.
This isn't for you. This is for Oslo, in case he gets out of line.
Cool. Then no one will mind if my friends and I holster but recover our weapons? Since we're all just talking?
Talk. I'm not... I see no reason for you to rearm yourself. Thank you. An interesting play. An interesting maneuver there. I don't understand why I would agree to that. I can't imagine... No. I'm going to say no.
I was hoping business was almost over. You know, what with you realizing that you're not getting your hands on it.
So, I just want to be very clear. You are choosing the hard path.
That didn't occur to you when I strapped what I did to your precious piece of technology?
Okay. We can do that. We can do that. I like that.
You do. You seem like a real scary guy. I mean, you've got badass flayer flesh, like, with a gun to his back, so I imagine this is gonna get bad.
Oh, he's a kitten.
He's a kitten, really? That's good to know. I guess, if he is alive much longer.
He gestures towards Zero. You look like you have something to say.
I'm just trying to raise a point that Mr. Friend maybe we find an alternative way. Maybe we find something else to do.
What a street scribe you are, man.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I
The
understand.
street scribe lives to tell the tale.
You're suggesting that we should go occupy ourselves elsewhere. This whole scene sucks. We gotta go. Is that what it was? I'm not sure I understood that.
So,
I gotta go.
Listen, I'm just gonna slowly make my way, casually walk my way over towards Mr. Friend. just so I'm in that general area.
Sure.
That's awesome. You've got like a robot shield.
Exactly.
No, Mr. Friend, you are perfectly safe. You've seen to that extensively.
Yeah.
Obviously, no harm can come directly to you. So I wouldn't concern myself if I were in your shoes.
Yeah, I know. You're going to make my life and everybody in it a living hell. Now comes that part, right?
Well, I must have my property.
It's not yours, though, right? It's your employer's.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, that implies that you're being paid.
Oh. You're going to offer me money.
I'll offer you more than whatever your current employer is. I intend on using this tech.
Tell me more.
I'm gonna sell it off. Highest bidder. And you let me and my friends walk away. You make sure that your employer doesn't get it. I'll cut you in.
I see. It's for sale then. Where do you start the bidding?
I'm still doing my, what do you call it? Appraisal? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm still in the appraisal process.
I see.
Wait, I thought you said this was like... Well, this is...
This is really bad, Rabbit. Just...
Well...
This is really fucking This is really fucking bad.
Figure out
That's why we...
what you think it's worth. I'll give you some time to think about that.
That's great. I like
Sure.
time.
Okay.
What's our time scale here? What works for you? What's your schedule like?
At that point, he's already got his back to you and he's walking back to the car.
I wait until he leaves. Presuming he does. What
gets into
happens
the
to
car.
Oslo?
Oslo is back in the car. He was actually, while this whole conversation was going on, he was muscled back into the car by a couple of the biker gang guys.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Does
and-
he? Sorry.
Go. What? No, what are you going to
No,
ask?
does he? I was wondering if we know that if his employers are Arasaka, but I have a feeling it's
Oslo
a yes.
Verdina is a he's a VP of mergers and acquisitions at Kramer Landros and Associates.
No,
And
I'm aware of that.
Linwood
I'm
Han
talking
is his
about
butler.
Linwood.
Yeah, you've never even met Linwood Han before.
I know, but Linwood, when he says my employers, he's not talking about Verdina.
Verdina. Yeah, I mean that's up to you to interpret. Probably not, but you know.
So.
Yeah, and then the bozos hop onto their bikes, fire them up, and start laying smoke and rubber, and the vehicles depart, leaving you on the highway, 4 stories in the air around a broken car.
Yeah. When they're
Holy
firmly like away, all of Mr. Friend's cool drops, and you can see like his robotic hand twitching, and he just has to hold it shut. All right, that was bad.
Friend, that was really fucking bad. What do we do now?
Medusa looks at you and says, "But what is your price?"
How
Working
can you put
on
a
it.
price on that thing?
I gotta
thought-
make a phone call.
Okay. Who do you intend to call?
You made
Chastity Clemenson, Netwatch.
Oh shit! Nice. What do you, just so I can prepare for next week. What do you plan to discuss?
I'm gonna let her know what's happening and see if I can work her into getting my ass out of this.
Okay.
I bring it. Look, man, I got all the mobs on me. I might as well get a narc involved. Like, at this point, how much worse can I make it?
I mean, we can find out.
To a building. Yeah, we can.
Next time
if this is
on-
Grand Theft Auto, I'm going from 4 stars to 5. Like, that's what's happening now. I can't believe I talked out of that. I thought we were dead.
Next time, I guess, on High Tech Low Life, which was what the chat decided the show should be called. So I think that's what we're going to go with, unless something much better comes along, some variation on that.
What that?
I mean, yes, you did, but it was also in the book. I'm giving you...
It was my suggestion.
Better than half credit. Better than half, okay?
Yeah, 60-40.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. We are Liz, who plays Cassandra the Tech, Anthony, who plays Zero, the media, the reporter, Ari, David, who plays Mr. Friend, the Netrunner, John, who plays the Rabbit, our street soldier, Branton Whiteford the Third. I think we said it was a third. Ari Rubin, who plays Branton Whiteford, the executive, the vice president, the product development leader at Symbiote Technologies. A bunch of numbers is thrown out, gifted subs. A lot of people have been. I'm dropping some links right now. You should check all of those links out. I'm going to figure out why that's half broken, but the links work. We're using Sirenscape for the sound on this. I have to talk to them because I'm not quite sure I'm doing attribution properly. We're using Foundry Virtual Tabletop for the tabletop sequences. If you need a virtual tabletop, look at how fucking great that was. We're using... we are the amazing Ari. We are Rubin on Rye, both of which are on Twitch. You guys don't have a Twitch, do you? The rest of you guys?
No Twitch.
My Twitch was found out today. And,
Twitch profile.
There's nothing on there, but eight of you now have followed me.
Oh my goodness!
So
He has
my
8
condolences.
And the Rabbit, John, you've got your Hungry Fox minis. I should have put you into the link thing. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if you guys play D&D, Warhammer, Warcry, any of that stuff, 3D printed terrain, hungryfoxminis.com on Instagram too. Come check it all out.
John, you ought to put a camera on like your printer just running and let it run on Twitch all day.
Dude, Pete, it's like
Wonder if people watch that.
puts me to sleep, man. I just love watching it. You just watch this just kind of build. It's beautiful.
I like that
dude. It's
idea.
like, what is it? SMR stuff, AMSR,
ASMR?
whatever. Yeah.
Audio somatic meridian response.
Sure, I guess.
Stands for.
Those
I found out-
tingles on the back of your neck.
Yeah, I found out from listening to the podcast that taught me about that I have its opposite, misophonia, and it makes me feel like you are running sandpaper under my skin.
Yeah.
So, and Mr. Ari Rubin, you feel like dropping plugging anything you're working on?
Yeah, tomorrow night I'm gonna start twitching with some special guest stars.
Including me.
Greg might be stopping by. He's definitely stopping by, and the amazing Ari might be stopping by. Definitely stopping by.
Yeah.
So check me out tomorrow evening, 7 p.m.
What time zone?
That's good.
7
what
p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern.
10
Okay.
p.m. Eastern.
I can do that.
No.
10
I can
p.m.
do that.
Eastern.
PM
I can
Pacific.
swing that. I can fit that in my schedule.
You were
So
in
stop
your
on by.
scheduled to be on the
Destiny.
show, so.
I know. I'm already in.
All right, guys, that's the show. Thank you all so much. We'll be back next week with another edition of High Tech Low Life, our weekly Cyberpunk RED game. Thank you to our Talsorian Games for making a wonderful game.
Oh my God, love you.
Say goodnight, Grace.
Good night, Grace.
Good night, Gracie. If you're in Georgia, make sure you vote.
Yes.
Also, we
Oh,
do
man.
love you, our Talsorian. You're the best. Thank you forever.